Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today is an history class. We want to discuss about our history. Please, I want you to share this video. Me, myself, I want to share it. And we have one of our guests today who is calling from United Kingdom. Yes, because we are peace-loving people and we want to know where we come from. We don't want people to be blackmailing or lying about our history. That is it. So, if you are just joining us now, my name is Murphy. Please hold on. Let me ask because I have to prepare it very well. My name is Murphy Uyi Ogiso. I live in Germany here. I'm a human rights activist. I'm a history student. So today, one of our brother, I would like him to introduce himself. We want to discuss about history. We don't hate any tribe. We are not tribalistic people. We are peace loving. We want to live in peace, just like the way the European people are living in peace with their. Yeah, I have a German woman who have a son for me. I also have a Polish woman now who have two daughters for me. Poland can come here and work, live, and have equal rights with Germans. They are white people. So that is it. So if you are just joining us, I would like our brother to introduce himself to you. Brother, you can introduce in any form. Introduce yourself to the general public. Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Murphy. Yeah, we've talked a lot backstage. So yeah, I'm Simi. So I'm a Yoruba man. Yeah, living in the UK. So
Yeah.
like just like you, I'm a big fan of history. I like to know the history of the generality of the southern Nigerians of today.
Yeah.
So it's good we know our history, and that's why I'm here.
So please, if you are hearing what we are saying, you can write a comment so that people can. If you know you are hearing what we are saying, please drop your comments so that we can know if the people are hearing us. If you are hearing what we are saying, you can drop a comment. So, brother, I want to tell you about where I come from. According to Bob Marley, he said, "Don't forget your history or your identity." Uh, I am from Edo State. In Edo State, my brother, we have different languages. We have the people they call Esan. We have the people they call Afema. We also have the people they call Owan. I want to put it before you. These people live in a place called Edo North and Edo Central. We also have the people they group them together as Akoko Edo local government. The name of the local government was named by the Oba of Benin. My brother,
Okay.
I want to explain these two senatorial districts to you. These people speak similar languages, just like when you go to Ibadan, you go to Oyo, you go to Ogbomosho. They have different little difference. Yes, Abi,
Yeah, you're right.
pronouncing it. So our people who live in Edo North, they have the history which they traced to Ogiso. They will have the
Mm.
music. Anything they have saying about them is Ogiso. So I want to go straight, sir, to the reason why we are here. I was opportune to speak with the Hussein people. In Edo State where I come from, there is a place called Use, and this place there's another community called, what do you call Egbeta in Yoruba?
Egbeta means 600. Wow.
Egbeta is a place called Egbeta Olaja. What is the meaning of Olaja? Ola, no, I
All,
don't know.
all
Olaja.
that's
Yes.
wealth. Determines how wealth is open. That the path
I
to
want
wealth.
to say a traditional ruler, just like Olo. I don't know how to pronounce this Olaja. Just like
Oloja.
ruler.
Later, Oloja is a chief. Oloja.
Oloja. Thank you, Oloja. That is Oloja. I don't know how to say it well. You see, in my, I want to say something, sir. In the those state where I come from, the Edo South, there is a place called Egbeta 600. The
Mm.
history was very clear. Egbeta is called what do you call it? Olujabi?
Oloja. Yeah.
Oloja.
Mm.
In Egbeta, in those state where I come from, there is a place they call Egbeta. That very community, it was 600 warriors who follow Oromio and
Mm.
his elder brother from Ilife. Till tomorrow, they still live there. They don't change
Mm.
the name. The name is called Egbeta. Maybe I cannot pronounce it in a Yoruba form.
Mm. Mm.
The the heir to the throne, even the former Oloja, they still
Mm.
bear their identity. They don't deny it. I
Mm.
was opportune to, before this Oba started using lie to confuse them. I sent my what do you call it, my secretary and my entourage there to meet with the late Oloja. He
Mm.
told our emissary that Egbeta 600 means that they came from Ife alongside with the great prince of Ife called Oromio. But the
Mm.
name, according to them, the name is not called Oromio. It's called Oluaye.
Mm.
The name is called Oluaye,
Mm.
and his elder brother is called Olugbolu.
Mm.
Olugbolu.
Mm.
If I am not mistaken, my brother, they came through the river
Yeah.
called Ose River, which not meant to call Ovia River. This river is going straight to Ife. In those
Mm.
days, there was not like roads. The road we have in those days was river.
Mm.
I speak with the late sorry, I cannot speak Yoruba very good. Olo,
That's all right.
Oloja. He told
Oloja.
us everything and we put it everything and we documented everything down. And the
Wow.
name still remain Egbeta. The history
Mm.
of Egbeta, they came from Ili Ife. They were warriors from Ife.
Mm.
So that is number one, sir. Number two, if you live in Egbeta UTC, maybe we pronounce this name UTC, but these are
Mm.
ancient Yoruba language, not our
Mm.
language.
Mm.
UTC may be in about 800 years ago. They
Mm.
have how the Yoruba people call it. We don't know how to pronounce it. We
Mm.
mistake in pronouncing it. Sir,
Mm.
I want to also give you the history of the Usen people.
Mm.
I will also show you the picture of the Elawuri of
Mm.
Usen.
Mm.
I have opportune to relate to the kingdom of Usen.
Wow.
I have related to the kingdom of Usen, and that is the reason I always respect tradition, I respect culture, and I will
Mm.
continue doing it,
Mm.
and I will continue to do it. Sir, Usen, we have a traditional ruler there. The traditional ruler there is called Olu Awore. I cannot pronounce
Wow.
it in a very Yoruba word. It's a pure Yoruba
Mm.
language. So Olu, I cannot say it very well. He only does. I will contact the press secretary to the king. I will put him
mm,
online one of these days so that he can
mm.
explain the Yoruba, the meaning of Oluwawore. But he said, when I relate to the palace and the kingdom of traditional stool, kingdom of what do you call it, Usen,
Insane.
they said they have their history, and they told me their history. The king of their king live here in Germany with me. He have a
Mm.
German passport. He have live here
Wow.
and go here. So, sir, this is what I have found out from the kingdom of Hussein, and I remove my cap to respect Olaworu of Hussein. May you live long, Your Majesty. I respect
Ká
him.
sí kádé pẹ́ lórí.
Kabiyesi o, Kabiyesi. He's a very humble and gentleman, a very nice man. So,
Mm,
I want to say something. The history of Hussein goes like this. When I contacted the kingdom of Hussein, they told me that they are not from Igodomigodo
mm,
and they are answering their father name. They told me
mm,
that they are the children of Oni. He said, where we call Oba. In Ife,
mm,
they don't call it Oba, they call it Oni.
mm,
That is what they call their king in Ife. Oni of Ife.
mm.
He said, Oromio never answered that name Oromio in the beginning. His name was called Oluaye, which the
Wow.
Benin people call today Osagbaye.
Mm,
Osagbaye is
mm,
the name we call it. There's the name they call it Oluaye, the
mm,
name of our Prince Oromio. And he said what they said in their own history. He said Oluaye and Olubolu. Oromio
mm,
name is Oluaye, while
mm,
the Olawuru of Hussein is Olubolu.
mm,
He said when they were coming from Ile-Ife, they want to expand. They want to have. They want to expand their colony, just like
mm.
the British expand.
Yeah.
They came to the land of Idu,
Mm,
Igodomigodo. When we said Idu, Igodomigodo, it's two names. The name of the land you are seeing today is called Idu land.
yeah.
It's not the name of the city, just like we have Ile-Ife.
Léfẹ̀.
That's how we have Igodomigodo.
Mm,
He said they were coming, they stopped over in Usen. He said the name of that place, my brother, I am ready to
mm,
spend all my money for people to come and meet with the Lauro of Usen. His
mm,
Majesty, let me open my car for him. We
mm,
must respect our history. He went there. They went that they when they were coming from the river, that is the river Ose River, through from Ile-Ife towards the south. They stopped over in that place called Usen. The name was called Ifekekere. That was the
wow.
name of Usen.
Wow.
Sir, I am ready.
I'm just hearing this for the first
Yes,
time.
the name of that place is called Ifekekere. That's the
Mm,
first name, Little
mm.
Ife.
Little Ife.
That
Wow.
is the name of the call Usen. So when they went to that place, when they arrived, then when they arrived at Ifekekere, so his Olubolu, which is the now Ilawuro of Hussein, said
Mm,
he's comfortable here. He want to have his own kingdom here.
mm,
Because the women, he loved the women, he loved how they live. He said he cannot go back again. He want to establish his own kingdom there. He established the Ifekekere kingdom there.
mm,
Then some of the warriors who came with them decided to settle in Egbeta, 600
mm.
warriors.
Yes.
And their name still remain a Yoruba name, Egbeta, and they still speak their language. I love the Yoruba people so much. They
Mm,
don't throw their identity away. That is the reason
mm,
I'm so proud of them. So they still stop, and the history still remains. Even though the Yoruba need trying to use government power to be manipulating them, but they still maintain their identity. Oba
Wow.
never give birth to them, and they are still saying it that they are warriors. They came
Came.
alongside Oromiyo. If you are
Wow.
a warrior, you came to fight. You didn't.
Mm.
Nobody invited warrior to do what? It's not fight. 600 warriors.
Yeah, of course,
Egbeta.
they came. Mm.
So that is how these people arrive in Use. So
Mm.
it's not Use. So when Oromiyo said he want to move forward, he moved forwards. He was trying to catch the king, our king. The name of our king is not called Ogiame before. The name of our king is called Ogiso.
Okay, so
That is the name of our king.
let's see.
You know, Yoruba man answer that name Ogiso. There's no similarity. It can
Mm.
never be.
It's not in our.
The name of Ogi in our language means gods or
Mm.
king.
Mm.
And
So
your
that means,
language,
just
yes,
to ask a question so you can confirm for me. So that means Oba is not a Benin word.
no, no, no. Oba is a Yoruba word. It's not our
Mm.
language.
Mm.
In our language, we said something that is most high, we call it Ogie.
Ogie.
Ogie. Ogie
Mm.
means gods
Mm.
or king. In
Mm.
our language, we say Oba Sogi. That Oba is equivalent to our king in those
Mm.
days. They just put it like that because under pressure.
So, mm.
Oba is not our language.
Mm.
So that is how Prince, there are two princes who came for expansion. One is called Olugbolu, which is the Olaworo of Hussein. The other one is called uh, Oluwaye. So the Oluwaye went towards the south
Mm.
to to capture the king. The king we have is what we are having. We have a palace. The name of our palace is called Ogiso Palace,
Mm.
not Oni Palace. So when he came, he captured a territory, and that place is called Iselu.
He
Iselu.
said,
Iselu.
mm.
It's just like going to one of my Yoruba friend tell me it's the making of the king.
Yes,
Like
Ishelu.
Ishelu.
Mm.
The place, the name of that place is not called Ishelu. The place of that place is called Ego. We have a duke called Osenego, not
Mm.
Osa. Osa is a Yoruba language. We call it
Mm.
Ose, O-S-E, not Osa.
Yeah.
The name was called Osenego. He
Mm.
captured him. When he captured him, he didn't kill him. The prince of Rom. His name was not Oromio. His name is called Olugbolu.
Mm.
He, he captured that territory. He was trying to capture our king. And I want to make, if you have ever traveled to Benin before, please try and tell them to show you the moat surrounding Benin. The Oba of Benin started lying to people that they dig the moats, with which equipment, with which tractors they use in digging any moats. In Benin, in that Benin, the name is called Igodomigodo. That's
Mm.
that city, just like Abuja.
Mm.
It's surrounded by a moat very deep, and this is nature, maybe
Mm.
thousands of millions of years ago, because
Mm.
nobody dig any moats. My
Mm.
brother, even tractor cannot even dig that moat. Talk less of human being digging it. No technology
Mm.
can dig it. So it was surrounded by moats, just like
Mm.
somewhere that we're having river about 3 million years ago, because
Yeah.
the king was living there.
Mm.
When Oromio with his, you said Egbeta, 600 warriors, they came with a lot of warriors.
Mm.
They were ready, prepared. So they move ahead. They wanted to capture the Igodomigodo, the king. the name of the king we were having then, the name of that king is called Ogiso
mm,
Iribo.
mm.
This doesn't look like a Yoruba name.
No, no,
We are
at
not
all.
Yoruba people. So they
Mm,
came, they wanted to capture the king, Ogiso Erebo. There was a serious fight.
mm,
And there was the younger brother to Ogiso Erebo. His name is called Ode.
mm,
So in our music, in commemoration of that war, there was a war. So when the war was going on, the Oromiyan succeeded in killing Lemio's second in command to our king
mm,
at a place called St. Matthew at Subumba Road. The Oba
mm,
named it Subumba Road. He killed him. So the people ran out from different, just like as a militant, ran out from different places and fought. There is a music in commemoration, there is a remembrance of that war.
war.
E ma ba o ma o de o de o. E
Mm,
ma ba o ma o de o de o. He said, "O ma wa o." He said, "Where is Ode?" Our Ode is the younger brother to Ogiso
mm.
Erebo. He
Report.
said, "Where is Ode? Somebody should show us roads." Ode is dead.
Mm,
So there was a serious fight. Oromio, his name was not called Oromio as then. His name is called Oluaye. Oluaye was pushed out from that moat
mm,
up. They push it to a place. You know, when you dig, you just in islands. You know,
mm,
islands. The other, they push it out from the island to the other part of the land. So
mm,
Oromio, they push it to a place called Usama. They push it to that place.
mm,
So Oromia stayed in that place. He tried many times to capture the king. He was not able to capture him. So he succeeded in capturing many slaves,
mm.
which our people he captured. You know, that is their way of living in those days, capture people. So
Yeah.
after doing this, he decided to impregnate the duke, one of our chief daughter. The name is called Eimide. This name
Mm.
doesn't look like a Yoruba name. No way. So he impregnated her and he took her to Ile-Ife. He didn't left her in
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 economic.
in Godomé land. He took her wife one side. When he was going, he told Olugbolu, which is Ilawuru of who said that he is going back to take his wife. We, he told them that he will come in 4 days' time. Usiere.
Mm,
Our people don't understand. They say, this man have started speaking our language. They say,
mm,
Usiere mean market this. They call it
mm.
Usen. That is how the name Usen
As
came about.
in
The real
about.
name is called Ifekekere. Little
Mm,
Ife. It's not called Usen. That is how the name came to be. So Oromio left, he went back to Oyo and
yeah.
how he went to the rest places.
Yeah.
So after some years, there was a crisis in our land. When I say crisis,
Mm,
since o, Olugbolu, the king of Usen, was there, so now that the king, the traditional, what they call it, the duke of Ego, his
mm,
daughter Romeo take the first daughter away. So the duke, which is called Osenego, and
mm,
some of his followers went to Ife. Listen, oh,
Mm.
Those people who are just trying to fool themselves, they have to be truth with their, they have to come out with the truth. They
Yeah.
went to Ife. When they went to Ife, Oromio was now the king of Ife, was Oni,
Mm.
Ni Obanuhe. If you
Mm.
listen to most of the Benin music, Obanuhe,
Mm.
there is a king of Ile Ife.
Mm.
So that is how they went there. They prostrate before Oromio. Oromio was not a king. They
Mm.
said they have come, not we, the aborigines, not we who sent for Oromio to give us his son. No, 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 it was not Oduduwa.
Mm.
Nobody went for me to Oduduwa. But where they are lying, thank God I'm from Benin. Where they are just lying, God will expose their lie. They
Mm.
went for Prince Oromio, the great Prince of Ife. They met Ife, the Oromio there was there, not Oduduwa. It was Oromio they met. They
Mm.
told Oromio that there is the father of the in-law told Oromio that he should give them their son. They want to install him as a traditional ruler in their own zone, not in the whole land of Igodo Migodo. They do. Then Oromio told them that he will send some uh, abalis, traditional, what do you call it, abalis.
Mm.
He sends Oni, Edigi. Maybe this
Mm.
Edigi is not correct in Yoruba. I don't say it very well. The Yoruba people know how they call it in Yoruba,
Ad-
but
Adig.
the Adigun, yes. You see, he sent that one. He sent one called. He sent so many Osa. There's one
Mm.
called Osa
Mm.
and Oswan. But
Mm.
when I'm pronouncing it, our language doesn't correspond with your language.
Mm.
One there's called one called Usa and
Mm.
Uswan, and he
Mm.
sent one called Ifa. If you go
Ifa.
to Benin, Ifa, he said Ogiefa no Mwekpo. We call something that is very high, we call it Ogie. That is
Mm.
king or god.
King.
Something Lord is called
Mm.
Ogie. Ogifa no Mwekpo. Ifa, we don't call it Ifa, we call it Ogiefa. But we don't know
Mm.
how to pronounce it because there was no school. Ogifa no Mwekpo.
Mm.
That is Oromio sent a spiritualist, Ifa priest. He sent Osa, Oswan,
Mm.
and Ihama. Those names are
Mm.
mentioned. These are ancient Yoruba words. You understand? These are it's not correct like
Sorry.
our in my language. Some of them are correct, some of
As
them are mistaken. Yes.
mm, if I can even ask, there's a is it okay? There are two names that I feel somebody mentioned a while ago because I'm from Ife.
Yes.
So one of them is Bamiwo, but I think Benin people call it them
Bamawo, thank you, Bamawo. They came from Ife. They
Bamiwo.
are
In
yes, it's
fact,
Bamiwo. The
it
Bamiwo
means
family. We don't know how to call it very well. Go on.
see. Okay, Bamiwo in Yoruba language means look after him for me.
Thank
So
you. That is
mm,
Bamiwo. That is a chief that were looking after the son they sent from
mm,
Ife. So this
mm,
is how it come, my brother. When they came, they brought the son they brought from Ife. Our sister who Oromio married, which gave birth to the son, was buried in a place called Orun Obado,
mm,
was never buried in our land. So they came, they didn't even came this way about Benin live today. They didn't came to that place. That place is only the Ogiso live in that environment. When they came, they live in a place called the way Oromio stayed when he was fighting is called o, Olo, Olo. I don't know is it Olo? Because Olo, we don't know how to say it in Yoruba. Because do you have anything like resemble Olo?
Olo in
Olo in Yoruba
ah
language.
it cannot ring the bell now because in Yoruba language when we say Olo, it means the owner of something.
Thank you.
So,
God bless you. That is the place where Oromio live. That very house is called Olo. We
mm,
call it the eye. Olo. That is the place of where Oromio stay.
wow.
We add our language to support it. It's called
Mm,
Aolo.
mm,
The house is still there till tomorrow. It's a haunt,
I
but they have
imagine.
arranged it very well. That is where Romeo, Prince Romeo, stay. Then,
Wow.
when Romeo sent his son, they now live in with the father of their mother. The father that is the in-law to Romeo. That is Ogiego,
Mm,
which is that the son came from Ife. Because
mm,
when they came with horse. Let me tell you the truth. I have to be frank and let the God judge me. I will not lie. I swear to God of my forefather. Horse. We have never seen horse in our life before.
wow.
Horse. Horse was brought by the Ife people, by Oromio.
Mm.
They call it Esin. Esin is a Yoruba word called, what do you call horse in Yoruba language?
Person. That's what we call it.
Esin.
The same like
Esin. Is
person.
we don't even have it. Talk less of we even having name to call it.
Wow.
What you don't know, you cannot have name for it. You understand?
Mm,
So it was Oromio, the first people that brought horse to our land. They don't call it
mm,
Esi because people came from a more civilized standard more than us. And I want to give you
mm.
one secret today. We were not circumcised. We
Wow.
were uncircumcised people. There was never
Wow.
a place in Igbo land, in our Idu land. Where some people are saying they are from Israel, I just look at them and laugh.
Mm,
The civilization of circumcision was brought from Ife by the Oromio. They
mm.
brought us to our lands. The horse they are riding today was brought from Ife. So let me go
Wow.
straight to the point, my brother. When they came, they brought their son. Oromio brought many people. Elema, Degema. We don't know how to pronounce these Yoruba names
Mm,
very well. These names are all Yoruba. Brought these people to safeguard Oromio, not Oromio,
mm,
Ado. The name of the son of Oromio is called Ado, which they now translate to Edo, to the Edo
wow.
state today. The Edo state is named after
Eh,
the first son
wow.
of the great prince of Ife. When some people are
Mm,
saying Yoruba people now
mm,
give birth to Yoruba, my friends, since I started teaching the history, all of them have entered house. They
yeah.
don't come out again because before they used to kill
That.
themselves. I have come
Mm,
as a light to let them know the truth. Because Jesus Christ, if Jesus Christ
mm,
was an Arab man, the Israelite will not listen to him. If Muhammad was
mm.
from Prophet Muhammad was from China, the Arab will not listen to him.
Mm.
If
Not listen
Mandela
to him.
was from Togo, eh,
Mm.
the people of South Africa will not
Yeah,
listen to him. So
that's
if
true.
God want to use, he used the people from that very environment. That is what happened. Ado,
Wow.
that is the name of the first son of Oromio. Ado was sent.
Mm,
When Ado came, he was surrounded by the Yoruba.
mm,
He got the word. There was a word I want to read that book. It's called Igbele. Igbele. I don't know. I have to read
oh,
the book. Igbele.
mm,
There was a
mm,
Yoruba word. They said that is a parable in Yoruba that the father of that is Ogego, the
mm,
father of there is the grandfather that is the in-law to Romeo must kill himself. That Ado cannot be a king when is the father of the mother is still alive. So he
mm.
decided to hang himself. Ogego hang himself.
Wow.
I will
Wow.
look the book and tell you what is in it. We have very good history, but they are trying to bend our history. So at
Mm,
the end, he become So when they after the man have killed himself, they said they should do this mambo. We call it in our
mm,
language. We call it ahwe.
mm,
This seeds to do this mambo, everything to throw this game was brought from Ife by
mm,
Oromio. They are
yeah.
not changing Oromia to Duduwa. They're just trying to manipulate their God will never accept that lie. It was
Ah,
Oromio who sent his son, not Oduduwa sent any son.
mm,
That is how they landed that place. So they play the game. Look, oh, somebody who was born in Igodomigodo, Iduland, how can he be speaking the Yoruba language? It's not possible like that now. He spoke Ado, which is Bayeweka the first. He
mm,
don't even understand our own language. All he
mm,
speak is Yoruba language, his father tongue. When they throw this game, this marbles game, he spoke his father. Owomika, Owomika,
mm.
my hand, meet am.
Time.
The people there, they say, Eweka, Eweka, Eweka. The first Oba of Benin never speak our language.
Mm.
He speak Owomika, Owomika. I have what do you call Owomika in your language, sir?
That's my I have conquered, or my hand has I grabbed
Yes,
it.
my
Mm.
have grabbed it. Owomika. That is how he
Monica.
said it. When he said it, the people started shouting. Because when you talk to him, he doesn't speak to you because he don't
Mm.
understand our language. Except the people who came alongside with him, they started telling, Eweka, Eweka. That is how he started his reign.
Mm.
And he was not ruling over the Duland or Edo State, where they are present Edo State today. He was living in that place. You
Mm.
understand what I mean? He was living in
Yeah.
that place. That is where he was having his chiefs around him. So I want to stop there, and I want you to contribute. Thank you, my brother.
All right. Wow. To be honest, you've even like told me things that I did not know before. So I'm even I'm more than impressed to know a few of these other details that I never knew. So like the aqua game and what, because that tradition you mentioned about the in-law having to kill himself.
Yes,
So they are ancient traditions, and it's actually factual because I do a little bit of Yoruba
history.
ancestral Isheshe.
Yes, yes,
There's a there's a part of, because we recite old sort of scrolls from the past. So there's a part of it that we call Osetula Ibini. So that's where we get all the codings of the Oba of Benin as one of the children of Oduduwa or Romeo. So it's that part of it. I think someone has mentioned it before. That's because if
yes,
you meet a proper Ifa priest, they can actually give you some of these stories as well. But there are some details that you've mentioned that I've not heard of before. So wow, that is amazing to actually know. So the reason I was interested is, for me, I don't even get involved when some of these people are mentioning some of this history stuff that are not true, because many Yoruba lead elders, they just laugh and they say don't worry about it. And there was something someone told me, though I've not confirmed it. He said when the Oba of Benin, the current one, before he came onto the stool, he went to Ilefe for a ritual. That's before he went to Onrobado, before his actual thank you visit, which was televised. So, but this
yes,
other visit, he told people not to take any picture or anything or videos. So everybody there, they took their phone, so they couldn't take any video or anything. But he actually visited there before his coronation to do the necessary rituals before going back to Ibini, because
yes.
that's what we call Benin in Yoruba land. We call it Ibini.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I want to. Okay, sorry. Continue, sir. I wanted to say
Yeah, so
something.
so he told people not to take any camera or any video, but he actually did the all rituals successfully before going back. So I think uh, obviously I've listened to you a lot, but a lot of us we don't take side between your
Yes.
conflict and your opinion. We just because it's still our son, so we
Yes.
just stay.
I want to show if they want to praise the Oba of Benin, that is
Mm,
the form of that is reciting, just like say, may you live long, when you do this, that you know, just hailing, just as a hail Alafia for you. They
yes.
will say number one, the son of Umogun Oza. That is
Mm,
number one. Eh? They say the
mm.
child of the Oba whose mother hail from Ileife.
Ilefe.
No, not his mother, sorry. I read again. Owie Umogunza,
Mm.
the child of the Oba Uhe from Ileife,
Ilefe.
not
Wow.
mother. Then number
Mm,
two, Obiekmenoha, the child of a lion that
mm,
live in the forest. Then the
mm.
number three, the son of Adimila. What is Adimila?
Adimula. So that is
Adimula,
the
yes.
order of Oduduwa. So
Eh,
yeah, so that is his second name. So that name is not,
call it again.
Mula.
What did they
Adimula.
write? Because let me correct this place first, sir. I want to see,
Mm,
you see, this language now, Adimila, it doesn't
mm,
relate to our language in any way. And they were not able to change it. And they still recite
mm,
it. The son of Adimila,
mm,
he didn't say the son of Ogiso, he said that is
mm,
Adimila. He said that is a
mm.
pure Yoruba word now.
It's a very pure Yoruba word, ancient Yoruba word.
He said, the other one say Ikeji Orisha. Eh?
Kejorisha.
Ikeji
So that
Orisha.
means
Yes. Go
second
on.
in to the gods, and all the first children of Oromio, they bear that name. So
Ikeji
it's
Orisha.
from Oni of
Do you
Ife.
know what they call it in our language? They call it
Mm,
Osalubanu Giver, which is second to gods. That is what they call the second God, second to God. That is Ikejorisha. In our
wow.
language, we don't call it Ikejorisha. But if
Mm,
this man that is praising him in the palace, but the man was
mm,
suspended, they suspend the man so that they don't want the man was suspended last year because all the same way the
okay.
man is reciting it, people are now
Mm,
believing that what Ogiso is saying is truth.
yeah.
That
Mm,
if rush and suspend that man not to be reciting it again, the man will say,
wow.
Oya Adimula, the son of Adimula, the son of Oba of Ileife. They didn't call it
Mm,
the son of Ogiso Adimila. They
yes.
said this Ikejorisha, second in command to gods of the that is
Mm,
look at the way they write it now. Ikejorisha, second command to the gods. That is the gods. Okay. The other one, he say Abie Abiyiwa
yeah.
nowhere Odua Nohe. He said this one, he said the son of the wet Odudua of Uhe, of
Mm,
Ileife.
wow.
Do we
Wow.
have Odudua in our language?
Hmm.
How come now? He said they even write it here is the son of Odudua, the
Of
wet
Ife.
king of Ife. You can see it. I will
Wow.
send it to you. Everything is
Man.
in the they are still saying retired certainly. The man was reciting it, he suspended the man. You don't want people
You don't
people to
want to come.
know. You understand?
out.
I don't want to read it more because it's much. I just want to stop it over there. Everything they were written, written there is everything have to do with Ife.
Wow.
Ife. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Your volume is low now.
Okay.
Yes, it's good. It's good now.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
So
Wow.
I want to also tell you, in Wari,
Mm.
We have the Olu
Yes.
of Olu.
Mm.
Sometimes people will like to change the history. I want to respect the Olu of Ori. I remove my cap for him. See, I respect people who are honest.
Mm.
Yes, you Olu of Ori, may you live long. See, see, that is why I am still living today, because I am a honest man.
Mm.
The history of what we know is called Ishekiri people.
Yeah.
The history of the Ishekiri started from Oba Ewure.
Mm.
Oba Eware.
Yeah.
What happened was the Oba of Benin called Oba Eware. He was a very, very rugged and that is very stubborn. That is very stubborn. That is, when we are born to killing, you are used to it. Just like Pharaoh, he was a
Mm.
Pharaoh.
Mm.
He killed people so much.
Mm.
Extent, they were one day two of his sons died. Two of his sons killed themselves one day. This one killed this one. The other one
So,
killed himself.
wow.
What led to the history of the warrior?
Mm.
When they came from Ife, people who came from alongside with Orominyo's son,
Mm.
Ado, the people of Egbeta, 600 soldiers, they
Mm.
decided to live in Egbeta. Some of them decided to move front
So move forward.
to that place called
Mm.
the Shekiri communities today.
Mm.
They live in those areas. They are from Ife. And they are
Mm.
not denying where they come from. I'm
Amen. Wow.
surprised the Oba Bini wanted to say he's the one who gave birth to them. I say, Oba, we stop this now. Don't do this. Like, stop this. You can't give birth to these people now. So thank God they know their history. They said they are Yoruba people, they came from Ife.
Mm.
So they are
Mm.
not denying where they come from. So what happened, the history of the Shekiri people, I just want to be honest so that I can
Yes.
live long with this word.
Mm.
When they came during this Exodus, they decided to leave. The Yoruba people, I respect them. Anyway, you see the Yoruba people, they always like to have forum, unity,
From here.
speak their
Mm.
language. They decided to leave. They moved out from this Benin and go to this riverine area and live in that place. And they live
Mm.
among themselves.
Mm.
So they are the followers of Oromio and Oluwaye, the Lord of Rose, and they come in just like we Fulani are coming. That is how they came.
Yes.
They came and lived in that area.
Mm.
So there was one of the Oba called Oba Ewure.
Mm.
It's a Yoruba word. Ewure. I don't know how to pronounce it very well. I have
Okay.
the real name.
Mm.
So
Yeah, I think. Mm.
they leave. The Oba reign. It was a horror. He killed his
Mm.
brother to become Oba. His immediate
Wow.
younger brother. He
So
killed that.
he title.
You said
I say so he collected the title from
he killed his
somebody else.
brother.
Mm.
Let me open the how they have five children. How they died. Their father have five children. Let me just start from their father. I want to make
Mm.
sure their names so that the people can understand what I am saying. Because I'm very conversant with our history. Just hold on 1 second. I want to be very, very because people are watching all over the world. People
Mm.
want to okay. I want to show you the name of those obas. Okay, now. Uh, okay, this is where it started from. It started from Ohen. Ohen.
Mm.
Ohen.
Okay.
Ohen. But it's not correct here. Oh. Yeah, I
Mm.
have actually history where it's correct. Ohen.
Okay.
We call it Ohen. There
Mm.
was one of the Oba called Ohen. That Oba is the wait, oh, how many position that one is? Wait, oh. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Is the eighth Oba, the eighth. Because they never
mm,
live long. They die. Sometimes die 3 years. Sometimes die 7 years. They were dying very fast. That's why they have so much. You know, so Yoruba people they live, their Oba live long. This side, sometimes they will even die 6 months. So even they will have Oba who die 14 days. So because the evil was too much, you understand? So what happened was that the Ohen,
mm,
he was paralyzed, but he never want people to know because an abomination for the king to be paralyzed.
mm,
So he gave birth to Oba Ohen, give birth to Oba Egbeka,
mm,
Oba Orobiru, Oba
mm,
Owafiokun, and Oba Eware.
mm,
These people I just mentioned, so about 4 or 5 of them. So he was hiding it. Before people come in the morning, they will go and put him on the seats, pretending
mm.
that he came before them. So everybody
Yes.
will go, everybody will leave before they will
They
not
go
put
and
him
carry.
in the house. So it was paralyzed. It was a form of a leprosy. I don't know. So the second in command to him say, "Ah, every time this thing is only like this, he decided to hide. When he hide, he saw when they were carrying the Oba, like a layman carrying him in his shoulder, and somebody saw him when he was spying. You know
Mm.
there are laws.
Yeah.
He was beheaded. That is name.
Whoa.
Iyasele was
Yeah.
beheaded.
They
All
did.
these
Ah,
things is a
wow.
Yoruba name, but they just we don't know how to call it in Yoruba. So these things change with time. This name is not correct. He was
Mm,
beheaded.
mm,
When he beheaded that man, the people of Igodo rose up against him and stoned him to death.
mm.
He was stoned to death. Immediately he was stoned to death. His son was called Oba Egbeka. That one was very brutal.
Wow.
It was during his reign the Orobo people, Isoko, these people escape. I don't want to
Mm.
teach history. They're very brutal, my friends. Just like the pharaohs of Egypt. That's how they destroyed this. I just want to go straight to what I was
Yeah.
saying. Immediately that one died, the Egbeka died. The younger he was childless,
Mm.
died without
Okay.
child. The after Egbeka died,
Why
the
Falcon?
younger brother, after let me go straight. After Egbeka died, Orobiru,
Mm.
Orobiru become the Oba.
Ba.
He was an Oba without a child. He
Mm.
died childless. So when he was an Oba, his brothers, all of them escape. The brother was called Eware and
Mm.
Owafiokun.
Mm.
Two of his brother, they ran towards Usain, those area, towards Ondo State, they ran to go and hide
Mm.
because their brother will kill them just like this,
Mm.
their way of living. So they
Yeah, sure.
went and hide. So when they were hiding, then the information now come that maybe where can we run to now?
Mm.
This Ewari told his younger brother to go and check if their brother will accept him. Immediately that one go, they just take that one, make that one as Oba.
Mm.
And that one
Wow.
was an Oba. There was no way he can reach his own elder brother. He was an Oba. So
Mm.
when that one stay in all those village all those many years, that one now find out that his younger brother is now the Oba instead of him. This is Ewari, this
Mm.
Ewari the first.
Yes.
There is a place in Ring Road in the heart of the Benin. It's called. There's a woman moat there. The statue of this woman is called Emota.
Mm.
There's a woman. The woman did not go to any heaven. The way they are trying to lie that the Oba Benin went to fight God in heaven and carry
Yeah.
God wife. There was nothing like that. What really happened was that woman was there. There was a market in that place. That woman was selling something in front of his house. So the urbaner hide in that woman house,
Mm.
monitoring to be planning how to kill his own brother. He planned it, and when the brother was celebrating those their festival, he used
mm.
arrow to shoot to kill his brother.
Oh,
Immediately he killed his brother. He killed Owaifiokun. Immediately he killed
mm,
his brother. Then they cannot kill him. They now make him the Oba. How Oluofori came into being, that's what I want to tell you. I just to start from somewhere so that you
yeah,
can understand.
understand the back.
So
Damn.
that is how he killed his own brother.
Mm,
His own brother. After he killed his brother, then they make him the Oba.
mm,
It was this one. That's why this one also called himself Ewari. He was a short man. That
mm,
one was also a short man. They are full of evil in their hearts. So that one said, "Oh, I'm not the Oba." So because of his atrocity, he committed so many evil. They said in our parable, it says, in our parable, it said, "Ewa ekpa ere rare ere bono, ihe a wene do seri ihe." It
mm,
means because of their power they were having to kill anytime, nobody was able to tell him that what you are doing is bad. And people were looking at him, and which is, he said in the parable, said if he knew that when the people were looking at him that it was a curse, he could have told these people to forgive him.
mm.
That is the parable. So two of the children died the same day, and many evil will happen. So
Yeah.
there was his son. His son, one of his first son. I want to be. I want That's why I want to read their name. So
Mm,
Oba Eware, his first son, was having also a son. He was having a
mm,
grandson. That's why he was having a son and a grandson. The first son will have a son. So
mm,
now that one was living in another village. So
mm.
the fifth child, that is younger, just like the younger one, say, okay, now
Yeah.
go and call your brother, because this our
Mm,
your father is sick and I want to die. When that one went there, he killed that his elder brother. That is called
yeah.
Oba Osholwa. He
So
killed
long.
that his elder brother, and that son that, in case that one died, in case the brother died, that the first son will become the Oba. He also killed that son and killed the generation, killed those, just killed all of them. You understand?
Damn. Mm.
Immediately he killed them.
Good.
So the Binipo, these people, those Ile Binu people were
Mm,
now looking for him. He ran to a place called Onwa local
mm,
government.
mm. Of today.
Yes, he went
Mm,
there to go and hide in his mother's village. That's where his
mm.
mother came from. He's not the one
Um,
who gave birth to those people. That's why they should stop deceiving their head. He he hide there.
mm,
So when he hide there, then the throne was now vacant.
mm,
So the next person is called Delayo. I don't
mm.
pronounce this Yoruba name very well. The next person to become the Yoruba is called Delayo. Is Delayo our language? Delayo. I
Pure
don't
Europe.
know. Delayo is a Yoruba language. It's ancient one or the recent one? Delayo.
Even said the people are still bearing Delayo. People are still
Delayo. What
bearing
is the meaning of Delayo?
Ade
Delayo.
Adela. So that is the crown. There's joy in crown. So
Okay.
there's
Oh, I don't even know the meaning. And God will bless you for correcting me. That is the name of the lady, Delayo.
wow,
So
wow. There's
where
still a
Delayo, yes, the Delayo wanted to be that is there is a process of becoming the. He was doing this process, and she was under periods menstruation. It's not because Juju kill him or Juju not kill him. Maybe she was sick. You know, it's not all those they are rubbish they are saying. So she was sick. Eventually, she lost her life. You know, they believe
Mm,
in superstition. Huh?
a
So
lot,
she
yeah.
died. The history said the lion died. Immediately she died, there was another one. How Oluofori came into being. That's what I
Yes.
Oluofishekere, sorry. The real history. How he came into
Mm,
being. Olu of Ishekiri. The name of that the next person was called Olua. Olua.
Olua.
Olua. Oluwa. His real name is called Olua, not
Olua.
Olua.
Mm.
Because they are just see. I love truth, and I will die by truth.
Yeah. Wow.
God will judge me if I lie, and I will die
Wow.
by truth. Oluwa is the name,
Wow.
not Olua. We don't know
Mm.
how to pronounce. If I say Olua now, you will find it difficult before you can correct it for me. His real name is called Oluwa.
Oh
How
gosh.
Olu of Ori came into being, I want to explain to you so that next time you know this. So
Mm.
when Oluwa was called to come and be, he's the next person.
Mm.
Oluwa was a humble person that was very quiet man.
Mm.
Because it's a cult tradition that you must kill, and those their evil way of living. That is the tradition. If you don't kill, people will not respect you, and you must
Mm.
kill so people to fear
Mm.
you. So when Oluwa they call him, Oluwa was say sometimes you have people that are quiet. He was very
Mm.
quiet man. He became the Oba. Immediately he became the Oba, he was not called Olua,
Mm.
Oluwa of
Mm.
Benin. So his first son, the first son of Olua,
Mm.
is called how can I call? What do you call the name of the first king? Giniwa. I don't know how to pronounce it very well. Ishekirima will
Yeah.
pronounce it in Yoruba words.
Two names.
Giniwa, Iginuwa. I don't know how the Yoruba people, the Shekiri
Mm.
people will pronounce the name very well in
Yeah.
the Yoruba form because they are Yoruba
Mm.
people. They said Iginuwa, Ginuwa.
Mm. Mm.
So this Iginuwa is the first son of Oba Oluwa, not Oluwa, Oluwa.
Wow.
So when
Wow.
he was about to die, he said they have been ruling this land for many years.
Mm.
That it will be better for him to hand over this power to these people who owns this very land and let
Mm.
them go with their own people.
Yeah.
He said, our people who we came together, my father came together, they are in around Warri area,
Mm.
want to form this kingdom and just go there. He called the Ijaws, that is the Ijaw people you see. But sometimes when I
Today.
look at Oba, you say the Ijaw people, they are is slave. I just looked at Oba, I just laugh. I just understand. The Ijaw people you see today, they were
Mm.
invited, called them. He said they should
Mm.
take the Ijaw people should take him, that is his son, and he
Mm.
selected some younger ones, those some of his important chiefs, about
Mm.
69 of them, to lead, just like the way they lead Oromia. Yeah,
Yeah.
lead his son to that.
New land.
Listen, oh, his son is called Jinua. I don't know how to
Mm.
pronounce it in your words. He said, Uhwame, that is with river, or that is the river side, the riverine area, the other side of the river.
Yes.
Uhwame. So
Mm.
they said when they went there, the Ijaw people crossed him to that river, to that place. He called
Mm.
Ogiame. If you want to greet the Olu of Ori, you don't call
Yeah.
him Obatokpe, you call him Ogiame Suo. Ogiame, that is the king of the water sides. That is the he called Ogiame, not Ogiame. Ogiame.
Mm.
I do you understand? So
I understand.
Ogiame Suo, that is may your royal majesty. They say Ogiame Suo. That Suo is their ancient Yoruba language.
Mm.
That is how it was. He came into that bit. So I want to tell you, when the Oba Abini says he's the one who gave birth to Olu of Ori, sometimes I laugh them. See, Oba Olua hand over the power not to his last brother. The last brother is called Okpame, which later
Mm.
become Osolua. If they want to
Usulua.
become Oba, they must go to Ile-Ife. Their name they want to be
Mm.
must come to Ile-Ife. They don't take name in Benin here. Never is forbidden. You cannot become Oba. Your name didn't come from Ife. You are just joking. So that is how Olu of Ori, his title is now called, he's now answering his father's name, just like you are Adeyinka,
Yeah.
Adeka of Ile-Ife, what do you call it, Ogbomoso. He now
Mm,
answering his father name that Oluwa of Ishekiri,
mm.
which is now abbreviated to Olu of Ishekiri. Is
Wow.
answering his father's name.
Mm,
Olu, Olu. So that is how they left. They hand over the power to the one of the chiefs. Those people were fighting themselves. That is how this father of this Oba today. Because if you look at the gap between the Olu of Ori and this Oba father generation, it's about 6 people before him.
mm.
So your younger brother cannot be your father.
Yeah.
That is why the Olu of Ori don't bow down for the Oba of Benin. It's an abomination. It's a taboo. It's
Mm,
forbidden.
mm.
That is how it happened. Oba Ojolwa, who
Mm.
came from Onwa, and
Yes.
some of the chiefs cooperated with him to kill the chief that was ruling, and they now installed himself. The Warri kingdom is a branch of the Oduduwa kingdom.
Mm.
So when the Oba of Benin is trying to say he's what do you call it in English, he said he's the one who gave birth to. Have you ever
It's,
heard?
it's,
It's supposed to be the Olu of Warri who will say it, not him.
say it.
Who give birth to Oduduwa? Thank you.
Joke. They are jokers. They joke too much. Why they like to they joke like that now?
I just, yeah.
So I just wanted to add
It is
something.
you.
I weak.
Yeah. You see, if you
um,
want to catch them, if you want to catch people who are lying, ask them 2 questions. Very beautiful question. You ask them, who is the Olawore, Oluwawore of Usen to Oba? Let
mm,
them answer you. You say that man, Oluwaye, we not
yes.
Oluwaye is the real name. We go Oluwawore. We don't know because the Yoruba word, we don't know how to say it very well. Oluwawore of Usen
Uh,
and Oluwafori.
Olowo. Yeah.
Ask them, who are these people to the Oba? That is the end of the story. Can
Oh
they
my
tell
God.
you the Oba give birth to them? See, when you go to Usen, they said the palace, they will tell you that Oluwawore
Mm,
is brother to the Oba. And I
Oba.
ask, which Oba give birth to 2 of them? No answer to that one. Thank God today that the Oba of Benin said, look at this place. Look at this.
Mm,
All agree that Oduduwa sent his son Oromia at the request of elders of Benin to return.
You listen.
yes, I listen.
It
Wow.
was not Oduduwa who sent his son, it was Oromiyan, the great prince
Mm,
of Ife. I think you see where they are mistaken now. It was
mm,
Oromiyan they met, not we who sent people.
yeah.
It was the in-law, what is it called, the father-in-law who sent.
Yeah.
I didn't understand. Make
I
we
understand.
continue there.
Wow.
With them as ruler of their realm. Oromia's stay in Benin may have been short, but before he left, a child was born to him who was later crowned Oba, and as is known to.
I think you see, listen
Mm,
again, please. He say his son will crown Oba. How
mm,
is it not Oromiyan? Is it a Yoruba name? Because this is their tradition. What we
wow.
have after the Ogiso era came to an end. This thing continue.
and is known today as Eweka the First.
I think you see what I was telling you. So you see, it's now known today as the Eweka the First. That's Owomika. That is the son of Oromio. It was Oromio who sent, they sent people to. Oromio would not give birth here and he was having children here. No, nothing like that. Oromio was a warrior. Listen, no, continue.
Oromio's time in Benin, however short-lived, he was an Oba.
You see, his time in Benin was short-lived, was short.
Short.
It's short because the man have to move and conquer more territory. You see, what I'm surprised now today, when I'm looking because of this illiteracy have eaten us too much. When I was young, I grew up that Ekyo Giso Boromakyo, everything about my adolescent age was Ogiso. You understand? But when I came to Benin, I was shocked. They're not talking about Okwe. I started doing research. That's why they said anybody who can be able to take me off, they will pay that person $1 million. We will not talk about that selector. Let us go.
And so he was the first Oba after the Ogiso dynasty came to an end.
You see what he said? He said he was the first Oba, that is Oba Eweka, after the Ogiso era came to an end. I think you see there is a gap there. Okay, listen, let me play that place again. He said Ogiso era came to an end, Abi. Yeah?
That's what he said. After the Ogiso era came to an end, it was
just
the first
listen to that place again. Listen again now.
He established overseas in Benin by invitation. Therefore, the listing of past Obas should therefore begin from Oromia, as it is listed in the Lariwa book. Short history of Benin. Actually making my revered father
a mistake.
39 Oba that reigned in Benin, if the listing is counted from in the Lariwa book. Therefore, the listing of he established overseas dynasty came to an end. He established
a mistake.
Overseas in Benin. He was the first Oba after the Ogiso dynasty came to an end. He was the first Oba after the Ogiso dynasty came to an end. He established.
You see, he was the first Oba after the Ogiso dynasty came to an end. What do you see in that place? I think you saw his speech. It came to an end. How can somebody come to an end not giving birth to you? Why are we fooling ourselves? The believe, my brother, I'm a believer, man. We are fools. Not all of us. Majority of us are fools. Listen again. I will say this. I am not the one who is saying it. He's saying it with his mouth. Listen, listen. Just listen.
And so he was the first Oba after the Ogiso dynasty came to an end. He established overseas in Benin.
My brother, you see, that is the Oba from Yoruba. Okay, how somebody is not telling you now that they are the Oba they have meaning in our language? My brother, what can you but Mumu too much. My brother, I say our Mumu never do.
He not even them. He tell them live. Say, man, came to an end.
Yes. When the man talks, I say the man, they say the Ogiso don't end. Let me say no, na me be Ogiso. I say me never end. I say
no.
Na me be Ogiso. The man use the mouth they talk where you from here. If you see the word, now they want try to change it, and God now use them. Make I play and continue. Yeah, you know this way I get to an end.
By invitation, Therefore, the listing of past Obas should therefore begin from Oromia, as it is listed in the Nairo Outlook.
In father, yeah?
Short history.
He said in father,
Hmm.
the history of the Oba should start. They don't count down as Oba. He can't
Before.
count down now, say that he be the first Oba. He don't mention, he said that Ogiso Bona.
Oh,
They don't mention, but this is in mass way. They're going to talk saying that Ogiso. They should stop that. Thank, see, God just use this man, can't he expose. if if they should say they give birth to Oduduwa, it should be the elder brother
yeah.
or
Hmm.
you don't need to argue with them so much. I have the contact of the Hussein, their monarch, their level. Even the Oluwafori, I have their contacts. Go
Wow.
those places and ask them where they come from, and they are the family. How can only one give birth to America and Japan? What do you mean?
Oh, they be comedy.
Listen another one. Listen, continue again.
Of Benin, actually making my revered father 39th Oba that reigned in Benin, if the listing is counted from and should be counted from Oromia. I therefore stand before you today as the 40th Oba of Benin. A direct descendant of Oromia, the son of Oduduwa.
You see, the man is very straight. He said a direct descendant of Oromio, the son of
Yeah.
Oduduwa. You say mention of the so forth.
And
See, I say the Benin people, if not be me, will come and they open their eye, their generation for wipe out from foolishness. The man say in a direct descendant of Oduduwa, the Oromio. Okay, now see where he go Ife. I want to show you this video where he go Ife. See what they tell him for Ife. See what you Ife tell him. Just listen to this place. Oh. He supposed to tell Oni Baba Kabiyesi o. Na me born you o. Na me born Oduduwa. I want to show you this, my brother. I don't be smart, you know. Our moon never do. Our moon never do. Hey, see man. Listen to this very place. Oh. The thing will cover the screen. Just look at me. Listen.
A very common ancestral issue. In this note, I want to present a gift from House of Oduduwa to you for us to remember our ancestor, our common ancestor, Oromio, who was a prince in Ife, went to Benin Kingdom to be the first king in Benin, came back to Ife to be the sixth Oni of Ife, and they started having offspring, and to the glory of God we are the offspring of our ancestors. We have never recorded in history the hunter that he was then, because he was the greatest hunter ever recorded in history. And by virtue of that, we want to present this spiritual gift to you that actually connotes our ancestral background. King Romeo, that became king in Benin, became king in Oyo, became king also in Ife. A very common.
My brother.
I see I hear
Okay, you see wait, may I put you back? Wait, I try to put you back.
Okay.
You don't see
I hear
he say na their son. And he sit down for there where they only the cap. Me, I remove my cap. Only Kabiyesi o. Only they tell us say you never record any place for history. My brother, abeg no dey follow all those mumu as you again. And the man, you see, you know, they first give me money, they give me 50 million naira. I cooperate. They even tell me say they will give me 1,000 by 1,000 plots land. I
Wow.
no accept. Not be say because I dey saw the man o, because of the
Yes.
history.
Mm,
And the thing dey, say the man bin dey try to claim Rivers State, claim
mm.
claim claim Delta and Bayelsa Jona.
He born the whole southern
Hey, this
Nigeria.
movie go come out now, dis people come know say we no be one o. Now if say if they go by Rivers State go tell dem say na him born dem, no say
Mm.
na no be him born us
But,
o.
but I want even ask you one question. Why be say some Benin people they bear Yoruba first name? Like
Okay,
Dayo, Osaze, you go see some Tokumbo, Edigin, you go see some Ayo. I don't really understand that.
you know
Why,
why?
why?
Why did
Mm,
they bear Yoruba name is they are answering their father's names.
mm,
Because anywhere Yoruba people go, they
mm,
must leave sign for there. They know they
mm,
miss am. They know they miss am
mm,
because if you see Benin now, if you come Benin, you hear say Ade,
mm,
they answer Ade, they answer Koinde, they
mm,
answer Taiwo, they
mm,
answer Tayo,
mm,
Taye, what did they answer? Did they answer Kola?
mm,
You see those names when they answer, you see, let me tell you the reason why they are answering it in another point.
yeah.
Benin, before the
Mm,
white men came to destroy that evil human sacrifice place,
mm,
Benin was just like Warri. You see, in Warri, they speak Yoruba,
yes.
speak Yoruba Ishekiri. That's how Benin
Sure.
was is in those days. And in Benin, in around Oba Palace to those Ihakme, all those
Mm,
around those Lagos streets, Okemole, Okemole area,
mm,
they call it Idun,
yes.
Okemole. You see,
Mm,
so around these areas, they are from Ife. They always come
mm,
from Ife. It is forbidden in our land. You don't use Yoruba people for human sacrifice. It's an abomination. They know how what we call the people of Ife in our language
mm.
is
What,
called what if you ask a Benin man, you see some of them are they are mugus. They don't know
mm,
they know what is affecting them. You call them the people of Ife. You
mm,
never dare use them for human sacrifice. So it's a taboo.
mm,
Shekri people, you don't use them for human sacrifice and you don't sell them to slaves. It's
mm,
an abomination. You see, those people who are claiming to be ACCAC, they are the fools inside. They don't know. So in Benin, they call them EVACCAC, the children of the mighty ones, the
mm,
people from Ishekiri.
mm.
They have the reason why they give them mark. There was a mistakenly they sold some of them to slavery. There was a
Okay.
very big problem. If they tell you they were selling Ishekiri people to slave, my brother, debunk it. They don't do
Mm,
that. This is what I can prove, and I will stand by it. I will bring out proof. Ishekiri people were never sold for slavery. It's an
mm,
abomination because these are the followers of Oromio. You don't dare it.
mm.
And number two, there is no Oba of Benin who doesn't speak Yoruba language. I don't know if this one speak. The father of this one speak.
Wow.
And the general language which the British and the Portuguese use in trading with us is a Yoruba language. It's not
Mm,
a mere Benin language because this is their language. So when they are not trying to run from it, it's surprising me because if you go to Oba Palace, those houses around Oba Palace, they are all their grandfather names, they are all Yoruba names.
wow.
You
Hmm.
see Obobizwa, their father name
Mm,
is from they are come from Yoruba land many years ago. They are is called Adun. Adun.
Adun. Ah,
Yes.
we have that name in Ife.
Adun.
Hmm.
So what he was the position he was holding in the palace is called Odioma. These people
Mm,
who sent people for human sacrifice, remove their heads. That was his position. That's why you see after his demise, their children are still talks till tomorrow. Because in any way, one way or the other, they must still continue. So there's something I want to also make you to understand. See, when we talk, we talk about proof. I want to show you one video.
Okay.
This video I want to show you now. This is a brother to the Oba, his son. He work in the Oba Palace. Eh?
Okay.
I want to show you this
Yeah.
video. You look at him and listen to what he was saying. Oh. Eh?
Mm.
I want to ask one question. Can you use your own children for human sacrifice? Can you use your children and your
No.
own?
No.
Can you sell your
No.
children for slaves? Okay, I want to show you this video.
No.
Yes, I want to show you this video. Eh? Just hold on. Oh. Okay, wait. Oh. Before I show this video, I want to put that where they say they come from Ife to block that place. Okay.
A very common ancestral issue. In this note, I want to present a gift from House of Oduduwa to you for us to remember our ancestor, our common ancestor, Oromio, who was a prince in Ife, went to Benin Kingdom to be the first king in Benin, came back to Ife to be the sixth Oni of Ife, and they started having offspring, and to the glory of God, we are the offspring of our ancestors. We have never recorded in history the altar that he was then, because he was the greatest altar ever recorded in history. And by virtue of that, we want to present this spiritual gift to you that actually connotes our ancestral background. King Romeo that became king in Benin, became king in Oyo, became king also in Ife.
Just hold on. Oh. Huh?
Mm.
Minutes. I want to bring the video in. I want to bring the video in. Okay. Sorry, I mistake. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
This video I want to bring in now. This boy,
Yeah.
this president of Benin, his brother. This is his son. He work in the palace.
Okay.
This is in your family where if you live along your family member, when you are growing, you will grow up with your way of living. You understand?
Mm.
And your
Yeah.
language.
Mm.
Listen to what this boy was saying, sir.
Okay.
Hello, beautiful viewers and listeners out there. It's your favorite channel.
I like to make a test run of it. I know that when they created the ship, they keep traveling from land to land. They want to see how people, if other place people exist, like the visit to Africa. So they visit to Africa, they get to a place, they hear about the Benin Kingdom and Yoruba. And I believe what was really interested them to know that a place like Benin exists. Because in 2010, there was a city called Japan. Japan has a city called Edo City. If you look at the world map now, you see the Edo City. In 2010, they were here to pay Obaedawa homage that they were once conquered by the first Obaewa. Because the first Obaewa was crowned in the year 1440. He joined the ancestor of 14.
My brother.
Omo, this one heavy, Murphy.
I want you from that video slap me. I want me to slap me.
Oh, this person wake me up.
He said, you know the talk. He said from Japan, there's a place called Edo. He said this people now come. Say na Oba na Ife conquer. Wait, this type of people now you want to follow the argue. Me they ask you more.
For more reasonable things.
I don't make I continue. Me I play that. Me I play am again. Me easier. Now this type person.
Like saying a film trick. Make I hear again.
I beg you.
The first Obaewa fought 201,000 villages. He made them also here to Benin. He not only fought in Salobuanabom. That means God representative on earth. They represent
But like you said, what really attracted them to Benin? How did they come? What was their purpose and all?
their purpose is like, when a lot of people, how the British are the white men do their whole thing. They love to search for something, they love to search for greener pasture, they love to move. When they create something, they would like to make a test run of it and all that. When they created the ship, they keep traveling from land to land. They want to see how people, if other place people exist, like the visit to Africa. So they visit to Africa, they get to a place, they hear about the Benin Kingdom and thereabout. And I believe what was really interested them to know that a place like Benin exists. Because in 2010, there was a city called Japan. Japan has a city called Edo City. If you look at the world map now, you see the Edo City. In 2010, they were here to pay Obaedawa homage that they were once conquered by the first Obaedawa. Because the first Obaedawa was crowned in the year 1440, he joined the ancestor of 1473. The first Obaedawa fought 201,000 villages. He made them also here to Benin. He did not only fought in Africa, he did not only fought in
My brother,
Wow.
hear the
Wow.
talk.
I hear wetin dey talk.
My brother, if as you dey now, you see the when the Japan people they be black, abi they be white. How
Na
come?
why?
He say
Hmm.
no, he go talk am how him the one white he reach that place. No, very soon he go see talk am say na they conquer England. Oh. If you see
Oh,
his face look like the Oba of Benin. Very stupid lie. Then if this person can talk say na they conquer Japan, now you come dey talk say na Igbo no do my brother, you go follow this kind of person hide you. No, this people get mental problem.
I
My
always
brother,
wonder.
this video I
Ow.
will say na give you, me you go cut am, me you dey play am for
Abeg, abeg, I like fan right.
I think the Benin people, they do now. These people that are watching us now, they are 365. And so
Hmm.
we dey on YouTube and
Yeah.
Facebook. Now they watch
Okay.
now. So now they are 368 now. But it's a
Hmm.
shame. They don't even know where they come from. And you come meet people for their domain. You say now you born them. Did they be
Hmm.
your slave? Just listen to about slave. Oh. He said the Oba conquer in that Oba where they tell you now where they keep people anyhow.
Yeah.
See, conquer 200 and something villages.
Hmm.
Just listen what he talk about those people we conquer.
Nigeria. He also crossed across the sea. He fought in Asia in that city in Japan called Edo City. And the way he was doing it, he was a great physician. He was always disappearing and appearing when he was doing his own thing. So that was why he was the person who established, who expanded the Benin Kingdom beyond reasonable doubt. That was why during his reign, that was when the Portuguese visited before we now have Oba Izotin, whose reign was the shortest Oba that lasted 14 days. Before
You see,
Ozola took over, Ozola the conqueror.
you see, he said he was how he doing it, he was vanishing to Japan. Somebody vanish Japan can also vanish to China is too close now. Ah, he was also conquer China. I know this job about Benin conquer China. This people don't want to tell us the truth because
I don't tire.
that about Benin, they are very full funny people.
These people they like to.
They foolish animals. My man go into he say, how do you do it? He's a graduate. Oh. He say, how that is their orientation they give to them. They control the whole world. Hey, I say they conquered Japan, my brother. How did
Hmm.
he get to Japan? Which ship did he go there? Okay, he come pack people vanish, go there. He
Hmm.
conquer them. Okay, let us okay. The other one, you see, he conquer people. Have you no problem? He conquer. My brother, can you conquer your own children?
You know fit now.
How come the people of Ikwere, you say you are the one who give birth to them? How come? And you say there you conquer them? Listen, oh.
Pharaoh, which was crowned in the year 1478.
He said one of the Oba lasted 14 days. I think you see they were.
Hmm.
I will tell you the reason why they were dying, and our relationship with the people of Agulere in Anambra State. I'm very conversant with our history. See, my friend, if I will not lie to you, these people, if they kill me, they will be the happiest man on earth. That's why the reason God is protecting me. God have a purpose. God want to use me to expose them before
mm,
I will die.
mm.
Because if you are a freedom fighter, either you die in exile or you die by assassination or you die in prison or you poison you,
Mm.
different forms. But that's why when they were negotiating with me, they said I should drop all those YouTube. They said they will give
Wow.
me 50 million.
So
Laughter.
make you do all your the
They wanted
part.
to use me. They wanted to first time they wanted to use me to be insulting the Yoruba. There were some people were calling to insult Yoruba. I said, please don't do that. We don't
Mm,
have problem with Yoruba people. They wanted to do it so that you see, Adenika's grandson is in prison now. But for
yeah.
me, you cannot put me to prison because I am not doing hate speech. You understand? I'm
Yeah.
fighting for my people.
Wow.
You can't charge me to court that I'm inciting ethnic war. But bro, it doesn't happen here.
Can't
You
happen that
cannot
way.
bring where I'm inciting Igbo against the Yoruba. It have never happened.
Mm,
So that is why my YouTube, everything is still going on. So look at
mm.
this guy, what this guy was saying. Look, continue. Look,
You say
it's very important.
Joining ancestors 1504. Obazola was the father of Exige, but during the reign of Obaise Ozola, the relationship between the Beninese and that of the Portuguese became strong, irrespective of slave trade and thereabouts. That was why they were also, Obaise was an Oba when we go into war, were using foreign weapons. He conquer towns and villages, also make themselves to Benin Kingdom, as the way of his forefather did, AY the first.
All right, talking about slave trade, how was it done back then? Now we've heard lots of stories about slave. So did the Portuguese or the Euro
My brother, listen to slave trade. Listen, the people where they claim that they give birth to, is it they say they be slave. My brother, these people, whether na to dip them for inside river, bring them come out before they will come put their eye. I never know. The majority of the Benin people are fools. Just listen, listen when you talk about slave. Listen.
Europeans just come and started trading our people to be slaves, or how did it start?
It was not really our people. Like we said earlier, the first of were conquered 201 towns and villages. Most of those towns and villages that were captured, keeping them as a slave, we also using them for our then, maybe in our farming work and all that. And a lot of things, a lot of people will come to say that we heard that Benin were using Mabi and sacrifice. That was back in the days. It was like that before. Are you saying it? And it was not the indigenous of the Benin's. It was
You see what you talk?
Hmm.
You see, they were using people for human sacrifice. And he confirm it. It's
Hmm.
their way of living. That's number one. Isn't the way? He said the people that they were using for slave trade were not
Hmm.
the Benin. That is the Ishan. Those tribes you are seeing, they were using them for slave trade. This is what I have been saying. And this is the son of the Oba.
And he
Saying
confirmed
it,
it.
confirming it. And they
Ah.
were using, and it was short of the truth. He said they will
Hmm.
use. There was nothing like that, like Benin's. The only two we will know, the people who came from the side of the Oba are called the
Yeah.
Ile Binu. Okay,
Lebinu.
now look at this very manner. Look at this manner, eh? He
Hmm.
said it. Yeah, he said Ile Binu and
Hmm.
he said Ile Binu. That is Oromiyo family side. Look at this
Yeah.
manner. Look at him
Brothers
now.
in Ayan. You've practically raised the movie industry in Benin into
Listen.
a higher estate. And
One voice.
and
One voice.
and
One voice.
I am Desmond Walter Oriahi. Oyedo. Oye Sese. Oye Lebinu. Oye
Hmm.
You see, he say he's the son of Ile Ibinu. My brother, what's the
Nothing remain again. Oh. Ah.
See, Ile Ibinu. They know they deny where they're from come, but the people, the Benin people, many of them are so cowards, and they're not
Hmm.
saying, they're not denying it. Ask that Kokoyam say, what is the meaning of Ile Ibinu? It's not a Yoruba word,
Yes. Yeah.
and he said it is mad. He is the son of Ile Ibinu. Who are the Ile
Hmm.
Ibinu? These are the family of the Obas. We are not fighting anybody. All I am
Mm,
saying today, even though I am dying, let our history, let our people to know where they come from.
mm.
Okay, you say some of the point, my brother. If I bring some point for you, you will slap me. You will slap me.
Or the one where you don't drop this time now bumps, bumps or bump.
You know what I comment to the Benin people are here? They are so scared. The most coward human being I've ever seen in the history of this world. These people do call themselves Benin. They are
Hmm.
cowards. Do you know what I say cowards? Not all of them, majority of them are cowards. You see, I will go to Lagos, I'll go and buy land 100 by 100. No Yoruba man will come and say, no, in my land, come and pay it again. No. But do you know, these very people who call themselves Ile Binu Oba Atokpe, with they buy
Hmm.
land, don't write it. You write land grabbing, Benin. The whole
They go pay.
There's, and you could not see that thing in Isha land or any
Hmm.
other place in Delta. Hey, they want your Benin, oh, hey, they want them. And the Oba Benin is recruited. So I don't want to go into this. Let us face our
Hmm.
history. You see, this guy
Hmm.
have said it's Ile Ibinu. Let me play it again so that you can see it. He
About
said
that,
it's Ile Ibinu.
I
How
shock.
can
Oh.
you not say that you not give birth to Ile Ibinu? Why did you say
But
Igolomigodo? Do you hear say
like
Igolomigodo from your mouth?
I know hear am say am. Oh.
Eh?
I know hear him say godo mi godo. Na
Ile
ile bino.
Ibinu. When you call them Ile Ibinu, now they will call the heights. Because they are confused people. This see my brother, the mumurity is too much. The
Hmm.
mumu, my brother, this mumu, the mumu where the Benin people mumu, by truth. You see what they call on how people mumu, how people they be S na A na they get for exam. We na F, if they see F100, na be F na. See, I was just
In fact,
when we were saying all those things before, I decided to go into research.
hmm.
I said, no, I can't. He gave birth Oba. When I was young, say Oba, and our language is Ogi. How come
Hmm.
we not have Oba? And thank God, God even pushed him to come and say it.
He
They are
said,
from Ife.
hmm.
If I go for my DNA to test today, I'm ancestral DNA. If it find out that I'm from Ife, my friend, I swear to God of my forefathers, I will come out and beg the Ife people, say, please take me to home. I will go and build us in Ife.
Hmm.
That's my ancestral DNA where I come from. I will still be a Bini, but I must go to Ife and build my ancestral home there because my DNA said I'm from that place.
Hmm.
By deceiving people, say you give. Okay, I was asking the other man that they say, what about Ihama? What about Uni? What about Bamawo? What about those Edegemale? Where they come from? See, they're from Ife.
Hmm.
And those people know when all those things happen.
Hmm.
Okay, let us continue with this. What this boy was saying. He said they were using the people around Benin for human
For you
sacrifice.
must.
How can you do that?
Hmm.
And
It's
today you
terrible.
not see you gave birth to them. Look what this boy was saying. Just listen, oh.
Hmm.
So that will make soldiers to Benin Kingdom. They were also the one that we were using for this same trade.
For the same trade. So the Portuguese, did they take advantage of that fact and started enslaving?
Before, a city called Japan. Japan has a city called Edo, Africa. So they visit to Africa, they get to a place, they hear about the Benin Kingdom and there about. And I believe what was really interested them to know that a place like Benin exists. Because in 2010 there was a city called Japan. Japan has a city called Edo City. If you look at the world map now, you see the Edo City. In 2010, they were here to pay Obairidawa homage that they were once conquered by the first Obairai. because the first Oba was crowned in the year 1440. He joined the ancestor of 1473. The first Oba fought 201,000 villages. He made them also here to Benin. He did not only fought in Africa, he did not only fought in Nigeria, he also crossed across the sea. He fought in Asia, in that city in Japan called Edo City. And the way he was doing it, he was a great physician. The Lancy was always disappearing and appearing when he was doing nothing. So that was why he was the person who established, who expanded Benin Kingdom beyond reasonable doubt. That was why during his reign, that was when the Portuguese visited before we now have Oba Izotti, whose reign was the shortest Oba that lasted 14 days. Before Ozola took over, Ozola the Conqueror, which was crowned in the year 1478, joining ancestors 1504. Obazola was the father of Exige, but during the reign of Oba Ozola, the relationship between the Beninese and that of the Portuguese became strong, irrespective of slave trade and thereabouts. That was why they were also, Oba Exige was an Oba when we go into war, we're using foreign weapons. He conquered towns and villages, also make themselves to Benin Kingdom, as the way of his forefather did, AY the first.
All right, talking about slave trade, how was it done back then? Now we've heard lots of stories about slave. So did the Portuguese or the Europeans just come and started trading our people to be slaves, or how did it start?
It was not really our people. Like we said earlier, the first Oba conquered 201 towns and villages. Most of those towns and villages that were captured, keeping them as a slave, we also using them for our then, maybe in our farming work and all that. And a lot of things, a lot of people will come to say
My
that we heard
brother,
that
not
Benin.
this mumu again. I'm like,
Yeah.
all those are what
Oh my
I
God.
get see, I get books. All those Yoruba have been from the beginning to the end. I know the meaning of their names.
Wow.
See, if I lie, I don't feel. See, if you see me now, I call you. See, I spend money in researching these things. I
Mm.
was at the station. Somebody even begged me to come all the way from London to come beg me. I was offered 1,000 by 1,000. I was offered lies Lando. But do you know what? All these things I
Mm.
am doing today, now I have a court case. Before I come and beg people, please help me with court case. Call me because I even take a lawyer. I swear to God of my forefather, my lawyer, a German lawyer, was compromised. If I lie,
Wow.
let God punish my generation. Let me know. Don't my children, all my children die in my eye. My lawyer was compromised. I wrote this letter to the court. This is not what I'm not even hiding. My friend, anything that happened in Nigeria, it happened here in a civilized form. But it did not show like that. My lawyer, when we went to court, the Oba of Benin said a lawyer just raised up in court. He said the courts that the first court dismissed this case. He didn't tell the court dismissed the case. So he said,
Mm.
I warn him because when they dismiss a case and they give me what do you call it? They pay costs.
Yeah.
That is, they have to pay me back all money I use.
Of course. Yeah.
So when we come to this court again, when we went in the courts, I dressed like traditional ruler. They said,
Mm.
these people say I dress like Oba. What is the meaning of this? This is just Portuguese level of giving to our forefathers. This is their
Yeah.
Portuguese who give us all those white shirts. All those shirts
Mm.
we wear in Oni of Ife Palace, these are from Portuguese. It's not from Oni of Ife tradition. Portuguese bring all those Christianity
Close
clothes to trade
to
in
Europe.
slave trade.
Sorry, to Africa.
They brought I dressed like that. So their lawyer, the Oba Benin lawyer said, you have three lawyers in court. I have only
Mm.
one. So the lawyer said, nah, the way the matter look like, the court should tell me not to teach history again. I should not teach history. I should stop talking about the Oba that then the judge told the woman that the lawyer said he can't do that because it is a fundamental human right. He cannot violate it. That's if anything I have said have caused destruction, they should present it before the courts. Do you
Hmm.
see me teaching history that people started killing themselves? Or am I preaching Yoruba should go and kill Igbo? Have you seen me preaching all those things before? No,
Never.
they don't have any proof like that. That's why I'm very smart. They said, they just said he declined it. They said we should go, their lawyer should go. Me don't know my lawyer and they have compromised. Oh. And my lawyer
Oh.
said, you are a very good man. Like you have children, as everything is now. And just let us go to the court and raise your I want to help you. Just say, just take off your children. I said, what, lawyer, what do you mean? He said, I should just tell them, say, I will not make sure bad name for 1 year. I did not say, okay, I don't follow her. I went to court. I told my lords, my lords, anything this man accused me of, I will follow him. Thank you, my lords. I will follow him. What I mean, my lords, I am ready. Everything I have said about this Oba Benin is truth. Their lawyer just kills face. He won't die. She won't die. They
Yeah.
are cancer. So what we are trying to say is that they have offered me millions of naira to stop teaching history. We have no choice. Our history will make us to unite the more.
Hmm.
We will know where we come from. I will not accept that situation. In our lands, Yoruba people, that is the facing Yoruba people of Ife and this Oduduwa, and there are people around. Not only the Ife, the Egbeta, those people who came from Ife. The word they call them, they are called ACCAC. ACCAC mean these people, they are holy ones. You don't use them for human sacrifice. You see what that boy
Hmm.
was saying? Say, you don't.
Yes.
There's some fools. They think is they are the ACCAC. No, the people are ACCAC. That these people we are talking. You don't sell
Hmm.
them for slavery. You don't use them for human sacrifice. And those one who are being fools, their forefather were being sold to slavery. So, my friend, I would like where we have to bring more facts to make sure that those our people know that the Europe people, they are our God, second God.
Hmm.
And it's clear, Ikeji Orisha,
Kejorisha, yeah.
who are second God of the Benin,
Hmm.
they call them in our language Usalubuanukbogeva,
Hmm.
Yoruba. But because of illiteracy, my friend, I will not blame you. I will not blame them.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
when somebody took for darkness, you go come the see road for inside. If you let me come out, they say the see road, they want live there.
Chai.
You see, now what I have just said, now people are here, 300 and something people are watching. Let me put a phone number. If anybody you want to ask any question, see, they will be ashamed to ask. Let me just put the number and see. Just wait 1 second. So if
No
anybody
problem.
is here to ask you question on me, let him ask.
No. Ah, the Japan. Crowd, Japan.
They conquer America. They conquer
Ah,
Singapore. Not be only
Singapore.
Singapore, una conquer una
So,
conquer
yeah, China.
my brother, these people they phone you. Eh?
Ah,
My brother, when I give you some facts, you know surprising I give you some facts just now.
Omo, I surprised. Oh, that guy no even hide am. He talk this thing. Orile Ibinu.
You see, is it the village people? Is it na they for come? Oh, my brother, you not surprised? Ile Ibinu. Ask her for you to even say na Ile Ibinu. That is you know if anybody talks na Ile Ibinu, if you follow and argue, na you na me go blame. Na you me go blame you. Ile Ibinu.
Hmm,
Eh?
hmm,
So anybody want to call in? I know. See,
hmm.
if you see the Benin people, my friend, I will even advise you, they need rehabilitation. Their brain have been reading this people there's so fasha. Make I write am now. The telephone number where you want to call in now. That WhatsApp or direct call is +49 17 49 66 1566. I repeat again, the telephone number to call in. If you have any question, I am happy to answer. This is we know the cause. When you go cause us, I will go kill you. You dey craze, you don't die, you dey sick. My brother, not be that one with the talk.
Or
See the
they
telephone
go
number
both
for there,
ask
many people dey call.
they go both fit call like this.
You see?
I say they go both fit call with all these facts we don't dey on ground.
Yeah, they fear, sha. See, since 800 years, nobody they challenge that man. According to our history, when you challenge them, in those days, you will challenge them, they will cut your heads for shrine. If you get children, family, if you get children, your direct siblings, they will only use use person for human sacrifice. Then the next thing what they will do, wait, somebody don't call.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
God bless you. Go on.
From here, Nigeria.
Okay.
Speaking from Abuja.
Okay. Go on.
My name I say circumcised.
Okay.
So I've been following you for a very long time, and I believe you.
Okay.
Our history go the way you are explaining it, because I believe we are not Yoruba, neither Yoruba or Igbo. Our king name, our dynasty. Even when I was growing up, I was surprised to hear that our first class king is Oba. So even myself, I was trying looking for a research to match how come our first class king is become Oba. So your history dig everything out. It's coming out. People are getting aware. You will not know because you are far from Nigeria.
Okay. Okay.
Hello.
We are hearing you.
I hear you.
Hello, are you hearing me?
Yes, it's network. We are hearing you.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay. So I want to ask. Okay, I want to ask a question, please. Oh, okay. Where did we come out from? Where did we came from? Or where did we migrated from with our ancestral father? Thank you very much.
Okay, God bless you. My brother, make I answer this question for him, brother, I'm not very to say I delay you so much. We are one people. See, he say he asked a question, who are we? Where do we come from? That's a very fine build. That's a very this one, some of the question. You see, is from Esako. They have 3 local governments. And I have their history. I forgot to ask him which part of Esako he came from. How the Esako people came about. In Esako, we have the Ekperi, we have the Okpila, we have the Aunchi. Aunchi people is not called Aunchi, it's called Uchi. The man have 7 children. They also have Uchi markets. Then we have Aganebode. We have the what do you call these people? Unemusu. Different clans, and they speak different languages. Different language, but little accent, just like a kitty and those as they do. You see, where do we come from? Many years ago, my brother, let me answer your question. We are living in a land called Idu lands. Just refer to Idumota. Before I answer your question, I want to draw your attention to Idumota. The slaves that were sheep, that guy said they were selling us as slaves. Those people they were conquering. Those slaves, they were sheep from Uoton, Guato, that is Giligili River. This is what they said on seaports. They were shipping our people from there to Escravos in Warri. And the people who were the middlemen who were doing this business were the Shekuri. No man in history have ever sold Ishekiri for slave trade. It's an abomination.
mm,
We were being sold. See, when I look at the Benin people, many of them are fools. They were sending us from esclavos because the Oba Benin was very brutal. He said
mm.
we were using modern weapon to do
Yeah.
what? Somebody living peacefully just go and capture them and sell them for slavery. It's a modern weapon. Were they fighting you? No.
Mm,
You were capturing people. So now the Portuguese find love with him that because if sometimes the Portuguese were even following him to go and pack people,
mm,
they want to sell for slavery. So now they now love him because he was was the one of the most dangerous human being in the history of this world. So they now said, now that Lagos you see today, they say
mm.
they own it. No, nothing like that. Idumota, that Lagos Island, Idu Omota. What is the meaning of Omota in Yoruba language?
Omota. That
Mhm.
means child of outside,
Hmm?
or child of outside, or
Idu. Idu,
yeah,
the children of
mm,
Idu. There is
yeah,
Idu Omota. That
mm.
is Idu children. Because the Portuguese, see that place.
Okay, I
Let
know
me
what
tell
you're
you
saying.
something.
Yeah,
Idu Omota. That is the name of that
Omota.
place.
I see what you're
That
saying
is a
now.
marketplace or a place for this Idu children where they keep them. See, you see that place or like a market. You see that place, they keep them in that island. You cannot swim it. That river is too big.
Mm,
So it's just like a camp. You can never swim it in your life. That's where they were keeping them. Have you ever
mm,
seen any Yoruba man who said he's from Ile-Ife, their history come from Idumota? You don't done nothing like that.
no,
Idumota, you see, they have put Oba of Lagos there.
mm,
Ashipa. They said it's Oba Benin who gave birth to him. So Oba Orogboa. My brother, before
mm,
I answer your question, I want to draw my brother attention to the history of Lagos. It's not the whole Lagos. So we have the what do you call these people from of Lagos or the majority of the what they call Awori. They have the Awori, they have the what do you call that tribe in Lagos?
the
Where
bulls
Abode,
and
we have the Abode, where Abode people come from, the Ilaje. We also have
Nigeria.
the Egun, whether Egun, I don't know how to call them there. They have tribe there. So that Idumota. So when the Portuguese find love with the Yoruba, they say, okay, now they want to also, because the Yoruba, you see the way they say they were conquering. Nobody
Mm,
sent them to conquer. They were going after the aborigine, bringing them out and giving them to the Portuguese. I am
mm,
so bleed in my heart. Why these people are seen being slaves? And
mm,
God will not accept this slavery anymore. So
mm,
now the Portuguese now said, yes, they love the Oba so much. God, the Oba was very brutal. Oba Orogboa.
yeah.
Oba Orogboa now, from Benin to Lagos is 3 days. We go to the next tomorrow, you are there.
Mm,
You take from the river. You just there in Lagos, cross Ondo. If there's a river, you cross there. So now they don't find that place. They now put the Oba as a chief slave master.
mm,
He didn't fought any war there. Oh. They fought war inside Ireland. Have you ever heard that one before? You
no.
from Benin go and fight Ireland inside war. Are you America? Or are you Russia? Fight Ireland. Have you seen that rubbish before? So that is what happened. Oba Orogboa went there. I don't want to make the history short. When Oba
Mm,
Orogboa went to that place, right from history, we have been called the Idu people.
yeah.
We are not called Igodomigod. Igodomigod is the name of the capital city. You cannot
Mm,
call Nigeria man Abuja man. You call
yeah.
him Nigerian. Our
Mm,
people are called Idu people. So they were keeping them there. So that is how from there they were shipping them from there to Brazil, America, and so many places.
mm,
So I want to go to that my brother who come from Esako. But that Isako
Okay.
history is very long. I will not go into because we don't have time. Just to make it short for him.
Yeah.
My brother from Isako, oh boy, we are not Benin people, and we will never be Edo people. Maybe if we cannot succeed now, maybe life after here, I say maybe after my death or after my demise, one of our aborigine will become governor one day and change those rubbish names and give us our forefathers' name. He do. So my brother, our
Mm.
lands from Isaac, our brother from Isaac called just now, we are Idu people. How it all started, we have, let me play the music. 1 minute music. See our land where we come from.
Mm.
You see this music, what the music mean?
Yeah.
Ogi is that our brother know Ogi is king. He said
Yeah.
the land of Alaka, the land of Ogbe, where Idu was born. You understand? If Oba want to become Oba, they will play this music for him. He will said he want to become an Oba. The land of Idu,
Mm.
please don't let him die. He ready
Mm.
to make all those sacrifice, those dangerous sacrifice. You understand? That's the meaning what he was saying. You understand? So
Wow.
what is this? Who is this? Hello? Yes. Go on.
My brother.
Sir?
Hello.
I'm hearing you, sir. Talk.
There's another person that carried this phone.
Off the one you are watching with so that you can hear me from the phone. If you dey watch that phone, it go dey late like that. You will dey talk for phone, then you go pause that one until you watch.
Please.
You say?
Who are they talk with?
I'm on live video now.
But the voice is different. That's
It's
why I'm
not
talking.
different. Pause the one you are watching from. Pause that one. If you are watching, you cannot be watching and talking to phone. Pause the phone you are watching with so that you can hear me from your phone. Pause that one.
Okay. Okay. You know, a question that I want to ask.
Okay.
I've been watching you since. The question that I want to ask, please.
Okay.
Now you have let us know many things. But what is the way forward now from now?
Okay. The way forward now is now that we have known where we come from. If you have a father, you don't know your father. Now that you have know your father, then you have to go back to your father and say, Daddy, I have been looking for you since all those days. I don't know you. Now I have know you. Now you are not my father. That is the answer. Because now what we are doing now is that this man is pursuing me, want to kill me, want to do everything. I'm revealing all these things. It is now better for the people to come together and say, Ogiso, we will not allow you to just die like this. So let us make use of you so that we will know our identity. Because if people are slowing now, this man is ready to use our own money to kill me. That's how Jesus Christ was killed in the Bible. I am not corrupt. Because Yoruba Bini cannot do us anything because it's our right to take what belongs to us. Now, look, he's using cultists. And I believe if I have the support of our people like Nnamdi Kanu, that man will not stay more than 3 months there. He will go. But the people are so, I don't know how to describe them. They are so afraid, because I will not blame them. No man have ever done what I am doing today. If you look our history, Ise and Ozolwa, you know the history of Ise and Ozolwa. Can I teach you the history? The Obamini went to go and put his brother there as a Nogi, as a duke, which is an abomination. I know most of our history. I spent all my, even my woman wanted to divorce me. We have not married, but we are just partner. Then somebody went to go and offer my woman 200,000 euro to drive me away from my house. I begged my woman, don't do that. Just to frustrate me so that this thing will not work. What we have to do, one of it is, we don't have to support any government that belongs to the Oba. That is the reason why I'm supporting Obaseki. Is not because I want different thing, but the government that support the Oba will destroy our identity. That is number one. When you are insulting the governor of Edo State and you tell your Oba we need to come and help you, you are digging your grave. Do you understand what I'm saying, sir?
Yeah, you, my brother.
You see what the governor did for the past 2 years. He have not went to our palace. I will beg the general public. They say the governor doesn't act very fast. But if you look at the name, Noerase Etwa, because if you talk from here to 100 years for Germany here, they will say they refer you to your government. It's only government that can bring changes. Because if you check Benin now, Oba Benin will carry 5 villages. He will put in one of your brother for Noge. I'm from Orion, my local government where I come from. We don't have dukedom for there. Oba Benin, in the whole Nigeria, nobody create dukedom. It's only government. But the Oba Benin is, we don't know where you get the power from. I never see where Oni of Ife is carry his children to come and be brothers, to come and be dukedom. The Oba of Benin, up till tomorrow, he will carry 7 villages. He will create dukedom. He will put in brother. And those in brother, they receive 45,000 naira every month from my local government. They are more than 30. Not only that one, the whole oil well we will give our local governments. They take the money that's supposed to be used for our people, for my local government. The money supposed to be used to tie road, build health center. They know they even touch that money that they give us straight to the Oba Benin. I know people, they cause governors, they know they tie roads. Sometimes I want even run mad. That is number 2. Okay, my God, I am crazy. My head is scattering. Number 3, this thing doesn't happen in Yoruba land or Hausa land. What the Oba Benin is doing is a criminal offense. And 5%, my local government is taking 350 million every month from Abuja, for federal allocation for the local government. The Oba Benin is collecting 5%, which is about 15 million. And the Oba Benin is it's not from my local government. When I ask the local government council that day, why are you giving this 5% of my local government allocation to the Oba? He said it have been there, they have been doing it right from time. And nobody even asked, what are you doing with this money? Because of this money, this man he have turned the belief. See, I swear to God Almighty, if they say they have cow in human being, outside people, they are not cow. The Benins are not all of us, majority of us are cow. How can somebody just wake up and be putting his brother in your village to be selling land? And nobody's challenging him. The whole government reserve in my village, the Oba Benin have confiscated all. He say he owns it. A whole state government reserve. Oba Benin is selling it. The other, about 2 months ago, he went to Abuja, the capital of my local government. There's a government reserve there. He said they give the government reserve to him. Oba Benin is just a traditional ruler, just like we have Emir of Kano. But him say he's a god. But the Ooni of Ife is not like that. We don't know. But the Benin people, the only thing I will tell you, my brother, we need to wake up. If we don't wake up, we will never have, our children will perish. The Bible said the Egyptians today shall see them no more. That is how our life will perish. If you come to Benin today, I'm a Benin man, I'm a Benin man. Who owns the highest population in Benin? Let us say let's do free and fair votes. We are not up to 25% in Benin, our population. We are not up to 25% in that Benin. But go to Lagos, the Yoruba people say control it. Our own will end up being a slave to Oba forever. Please, you people should come out and support me. I'm going to Nigeria by November this year. If you don't support me when I'm in abroad, when I'm in Nigeria, you will support me. Have you seen Buhari killing Nnamdi Kanu? He didn't kill him. But I am not sick now. Tomorrow you will say when I go to Benin, they will just poison me inside prison. They will say our Oba Benin cause is worrying me. All these things. If not me, the Oba Benin could have killed the deputy Oba. I did everything to stop his killing. The reason why the deputy Oba is in prison is because I intervened. I said they should leave him there. I said they should leave that boy there because if they leave him, the Oba Benin was doing everything to eliminate him. Because that guy have many secrets to give to the world. We are suffering. My brother, that's what I want to tell you. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. My brother, so what I was saying just now is that we would like to invite you again so that we can teach another. I have so many history, our relationship with the Yoruba people. And I want to make the Benin people understand today is that the very day you call yourself a Benin man, you have to respect the Yoruba. What the Yoruba people brought to our land, they brought civilization, their own civilization to our land. They are the one who colonize us. When somebody is not coming and saying that they give birth to you, my brother, I cry for that one. That is very yeah, talk.
Now comedy because
Yes, yes,
in
yes.
they need to explain how that they worship Ogun, how that they worship Orumila and all
Yes.
our traditional religion, and yet so I don't really take them serious.
You
But
you see what
these
the Oni
things
was telling him. He was sitting down there. I was even
mm,
expecting. I say, Oni, no, not like this etapu. No. I'm the one who gave birth to you. He never say so. And this is
ah,
everything inside the palace. All of them are from
mm,
Ife. Cheko, Ogun.
wow.
Ask them what is the meaning of Ogun. They will quiet.
Mm,
Oromila. What is the meaning of
mm,
Oromila? They will quiet. Shango. What is the meaning of
go.
Shango? They will quiet. What is the meaning of Olokun? My brother, all those words, are they the Yoruba words? They want the
Wow.
other one, the master want to come out the other day and say, Olokun is from Ugo. As my brother, top that line now. Olokun cannot
Mm,
be. Olokun
mm,
was the wife of Odua. How can it become from Uwoton? Did they have Olokun in Uwoton? These people are just deceiving see, the Benin people, see, it's not their fault. 800 years. 800 years, if they put you for prison for 800 years, how will you behave? You
True,
see,
sha.
now I am happy for some of them now is that they said I should come out, I should come out. That's I say, it will be my pride to come house. As I suppose to don't reach Nigeria at all those time, because
Mm,
the you see, if Fulani is looking for me, I will just go house. Like when I
yeah.
became they did it. But the upper
Mm,
Benin is the own way is just to poison the person.
yeah.
That is what we are escaping.
Mm,
Like, let me show you one video. Now, just look one video. Just
okay.
look this video. All these things where he is doing, that's why people are scared to talk to him because they are very brutal. How
Mm.
can he be poisoning people? It's not good now. These things people make people afraid of. My brother, nobody know dey fear poison am. Him dey poison people so that make people no dey fear, make people dey fear am. I wan show you this video. Look this video now.
social media.
They say, bro, I don't want to show that one. The thing is horror. When you do it will catch you, they will poison water, put chemical substance for inside. They will say make you drink them. Then you can't be sick. You can't be sick, you can't die. Don't they say they say they do all these things for your land? They do all this nonsense, force you, poison you, broad light.
No.
Everything is fear.
I never see to that level. I'm shocking to see all those things. Then in broad daylight as well, and that setting.
You see, what they are still trying to do now. This is a long time I have not been coming out. You see, there was a time they bargain with me again. They offer me it was about 200 million. I call there was a wife of Oba.
Okay.
The third wife. That one live in Greece. That one also passed me many information. So you can see my brother, I don't want to go that side. It's just see my brother, see a Benin. See, if they say slave, they exist for Nigeria. Up to today, let me show you one picture. We still have slaves in Benin. I know, but my brother, I don't want to take your time because next 2 weeks I would like to bring you on again. But now, the way I have enlightened you about our history, if it happened that I was a Calabar man now, they say that my name is lying. You see, that is why God is very great. Because God is great, because He will only use your own people to open your eye. Now, do you see any Obama calling us? Say, we are the one who gave birth to Oduduwa. You see, the Yoruba people knows very well.
Yes.
I want to give a point now. People, it will take a long time for people to come to reality.
Yeah.
The truths, they are bending it for us. We are not from Israel. Do you know what? We are not circumcised people. There was never a time they were circumcising us in our history. Igbo, you know what's called Igbo? Uncircumcised people. That's who we are. We are ancient people. That is why when they came, I don't want to bring another history in. Ogyobu, Obogbe Adesua, my friends. I am very conversant with our history. But our people don't want to help me. They just want to remain slave forever. But now, I have told my brother, you can't go against the governments. When we are saying all those things now, we have to support the government
of the day, yeah.
of the day. If you are insulting governor because people are being sponsoring people to show, oh, the road is not good, my friend, which road is good in Nigeria?
It's everywhere.
You live in Europe, in your
Yeah.
month salary, you pay tax. Those people
Yes.
who are criticizing, are they paying any tax? No. My waist here, I have pain sometimes. They want break my bone while they walk, and I see they pay tax.
Mm.
No, they pay tax. Hey, look at Germany be. Hey, Germany fine, my friend. Forget about fine.
Mm.
I have telling my people. They say, "Oh, you're supporting the governor." I have no choice. I will continue to
Yeah.
support our governor. Why am I supporting the governor? Because the governor is not taking side with these criminals.
Mm.
So I don't. I'm not a politician, but I will continue to support our governor, and I'm ready just to make. You see, when somebody is doing good, you are praising him. He will do the more.
Yeah.
The
That's
more.
true.
So I'm very happy to meet you today. So let me leave you now and
All
call
right.
it. God bless you, my brother. God bless you. God bless you. So if anybody have any question, you can call in to ask now. See that your brother. Don't see Yoruba man. My brother, there was never a time you give birth to any Yoruba. Don't be fooling yourself. You not give birth to anybody. And if anybody want to break collar in Isako land, if anybody try that nonsense, slap. Now you want to tell you to slap that person. How can somebody come from Ile-Ife, come and meet you your land, telling you you are slaves? That collar breaking signifies that you are a slave of the Oba. So my brother asked me a question just now and said, who are we? We are the Idu people. Idu, the Aborigines. That's don't bow down yourself to any Benin man who is being misinformed of his history. We people who have the original blood are the Isako, the Ishans, and these people who left the land. These people have their original blood. Somebody who came from Ife or those one mixed blood, telling you you are senior, you will be very stupid to have break that collar. You will be very an idiot. Don't eat that collar. Don't even participate in it. Debunk it. How the 21st century you can say you are a slave? If a German man call you a slave, what will you not call police for him? Then idiot one a junkie. Coconut dit calling you Ovien. We have two type of people in Benin. Ovionba, Ibioba. See, either you are from the Oba lineage or from Ife, one group, or you are slave of the Oba. So I have choose to be Ovionba enemy. So if you know you have any question to ask, please ask. Call in before we end this call. Call in, please. I'm waiting.
Oba talk me.
He said,
I am here as Nollywood actor. And
one voice,
and
one voice,
and
one voice.
I am Desmond Walter Oriahi. Oyedo, Oye Sese, Oye Lebinu, Oye Bonana Bebe no ba. Oba talk me.
He said,
I am here as Nollywood actor to thank 24 Beats for all the good things you've done for my sisters and brothers.
Okay, that one say leave my family alone. That one, who be that one?
I don't have anyone. I don't have anybody anywhere in Europe. Europe is an enemy. Why?
See, you see this one. I'm gonna delete this one. I'm gonna delete this one. I'm gonna delete this one. Is that Chief of Motete?
Yes.
I had sorry, I had the banished from the palace. You are no longer a chief in the palace. Is that true?
I've been banished from the palace.
Yeah, we give a palace. Yeah, who were for? Ich win him.
You see how stupid you are. I mean, who are
C'est des autant et deputy avec who fois. You are who e bonoto. E family where you are
very stupid. You are very, very stupid. Who are? Very, very stupid. You are so insane.
Ogiso wa go na Ogiso.
You are so. Do you know the meaning of Ogiso? Do you know where Ogiso is coming from? Does your family have anything to do with the line of Ogiso? No, who are? You and the entire Ogiano family. You're crazy.
See the driver, brother come for Palace, the deputy Oba. They say they are from Ohuesan. Who work Obonoto? You are who were Yakwari. I will beg Oba. I'm going to beg the Oba to forgive you people. Only call what would it be?
You don't go and treat your ailments. Don't go and treat your ailments. Now,
three family, they be a chief in Palace. They were all expert for Palace.
You are dying slowly. You are still talking.
This is the juju ebo we ela la yan sile. Kuno bi mi ra dele aya ila mi sile. Ya ri 100 euro go 100 euro. Ya kan ya ni where ni 100 euro go.
I don't know. Let me not just abuse you, Ayilala, because in my way, you are such a stupid.
Let us do fundraising for this man. Let us give him 100 euro to eat. Yeah, we do boy.
You are a complete bastard. You don't know who you are. You don't know where you are going to. You don't know where you are coming from.
This man was expelled from the palace.
You don't know your history.
Obio Giso here. Obio Giso.
You don't know your history. Your father is dying in the village there. Your father is dying in the village. Don't go and rescue your father. He's dying in the village.
But is that true that you were banned from the palace? Is that true? Is it fake information? ITV, where TV know? See, it was Saroida reported it that you are banished from the palace, and the deputy Oba is also banished, and the Bonoto, and the November who were Panyagwari. Okay, how you born there?
Nigeria no doing.
Yeah, the January. Yeah, the January.
Come to Nigeria. You have been saying worry for over 2 years now.
Ranamigo was there now, and he went back successfully. Wagbewa. Oh, no.
Did they tell you Ranamigo is an enemy? Yeah, come on, video.
Making a mountain and already burial. My father is dead now. We come to do my father burial by January.
Okay, he's dead now.
Yes.
You see, you left the man there in the village to die. Yeah. That man was suffering from, God knows what. that man you call your father, his spirit will haunt you because you are a complete nuisance.
But how you not surviving now since they are expelled from the palace? Let us donate for you now. Let us do fundraising for you. Huh?
Before you were born, I was already a star. Before you were born, I was already a star. Don't worry.
But yeah, what you people carry juju to one man house. Now carry juju go Oka house who they swear. Obasi no send una. So because the by enemy, we be here now.
I tell you now about juju I carry.
You are not the same category with me now. Ogiyomba will be here now because you have a Sariya and Nasa now. Ogiyomba will be.
When the meaning of Ogiyomba? When are you Ogiyomba?
If nobody give na ya, we only mean Ogiyomba will be here now. We the book, but I have no better now.
You are a funny bastard.
I'm here president of one.
Do an advert where you want to come and bury your father. Now,
yeah, Rena.
Do an advertorial that you are coming to bury your father.
Police will protect me. I'm going to take police protection.
Not just get protection, get military protection. Don't worry. Get military protection. Anywhere you want to bury your father, just let the people know.
I will come by January now.
Very good.
He said, we say. Yeah, don't make true now. I want to make true Ugiso. I will invite you now.
I am the one waiting. I'm the one waiting to kill you. I am the one waiting to kill you.
But I have security, police security now. The police commissioner of police will provide me security now, like about 5 policemen.
Not people, the commissioner of police. Get the inspector general of police to come with you, and get the commandant, 4th Mechanized Brigade, to be with you.
But I'm so when I saw you on this being banned, I expect from the palace, everything were removed from you. I was so shocked.
You don't even know the meaning of. You don't even know the English meaning. Please do yourself a word of go to buy a dictionary and know the meaning of expel, suspend, or whatever language you lack now. Mom,
can we help you? Can we find something to give you?
How did you get my number anyway?
Can we help you with like 200 euro or 100 euro?
Do you have money?
Where?
Come to Nigeria.
Need secretary. Can I send my secretary to you?
Do you have money?
I have secretary.
People are donating for you. People are donating for you everywhere.
Yes, now because I'm a man of human rights now.
All those prostitutes, those women prostitutes in the river, they are the ones donating for you.
Oh, when Italy, your daughter in Italy, which work that one? They come with that. They say they go school for Italy.
I have only one daughter. She's in the medical college here.
Okay, that one I live in Italy. That one say leave my family alone. That one, who be that one?
I don't have anyone. I don't have anybody anywhere in Europe.
Man, I must to help him. When I watched this video, I was shocked. Saying a whole multitude of history. If this man they talk history today, you will tire. How did he born Oduduwa? How did and now Oduduwa na he born Oduduwa? Why not the answer your papa name? Oduduwa of Godomigodo. No. We Lao multitude doing win a happy way because I like the agility of this man. If I cannot pay you, I will raise money for you online.
Monkey face or whatever they call you.
Oh, when they medical doctor in the area about women, the area about the men where ye.
I'm waiting for.
Oh well.
I'm waiting for. What day? That your boy no liver problem in it.
They not give up.
You have only one child?
No, I have three children. A woman and one I query 5 months. My woman is pregnant for me. It's 5 months pregnancy, and she have a daughter for me, and she have one son before with another woman. So all together is 3. What do you want me to bring?
I know that you have only one son.
No. There is a daughter. That one you see on the video is a daughter. She's a daughter. She's not. Amioba in Amioba. Her name is Amioba. What is your real name? Let me send you money. Because people are committing and they say they want to help you. Huh?
Come, let me do fundraising for you because you need it. You are
but why you don't come out in that woman Nebo TV before you used to come and tell history, but now you have run away. What happened? You were very good. That time I was watching you. I was very happy. I say, this man is telling us our history. We want to know where we come from. How come you don't do that again? What happened? They sack you or you sack yourself? What happened, sir? MC we have we then we better have what do MC ba the information I had that before you were expelled from the palace. You carry away and 1 minute can be pushed away. You have to go back you can. Why you know answer the title again? What is it? Obadola Agboyo Biniki. Why you know answer that title again?
Because you are just in your prison there. No, you don't walk on the streets of Germany.
No, I was in Berlin, sir. I was in Berlin. I was in Berlin protest. I was also in Düsseldorf. If I move around, ask your people in Europe now. Okay, where do you want me to go? This on the first week of next month. Now I'm going to France in Paris. Yes, I have a protest.
I was in Ham a few months ago.
Ham is very close to my house now. Why you didn't call me now? I could have come and welcome you and
Are
put you in a...
we friends?
Huh?
Are we friends? What do I need you for?
You are all young bad. I'm going to expel you now. You are also my colleague now.
Thank God we're
Messier, Messier, but yeah, expel well now. Why are you not functioning as a... But you're not taking... before you to watch your name, ITV News or Oba Dalagboye of Benin Kingdom, Chief of Multi Tinegi as I am the
Oba Dalagboye of Benin.
But you don't answer this title now anymore.
What to tell you? Do I have any contact with you that you will know whether I answer or not? I
am going to call the International Council tomorrow, Monday, to confirm what you have just said now, because we watch it on the news that you were being removed from the palace. But how come you are still parading yourself as Oba Dalagboye? If I don't think I'll put you in problem, this is what happened to Prince Okoro, that allowed the Prince Okoro to drink pepper soup. If I don't want that kind of thing to also happen to you, that is because I am just telling you.
Prince Okoro is your friend. It's your friend. You know, Prince Okoro is your friend. It's your friend.
He said Prince Okoro is my friend. I'm very happy for Prince Okoro to be my friend, but Prince Okoro is supposed to be loyal to me, but he was not loyal. That is the problem. You cannot serve two masters at the same time. Okay, cannot lawyer. So when you buy a king of Orionba, we have many Orionba. But if
I feel Ayoba Zakon, I told the bay, I go passing, I go barre, Ununayat your back way, you must understand. You thank God your father is dead now, because if not doing him, you have a guaderio. Nalaho, like your mom woozy. Your father proved to be a good man, but you are very, in short, thank God he denied you. I wish you come. So no go pilire, no jare seto. No even neto mudia.
Imajoka, what's Majoka Yamame? Also, one more Edward. In Majoka, whether also white you be son.
Just looking for publicity for himself.
But at the end of the day, you arrested him. I bail him. I personally did about 80% of the bail or 70%. I am here.
What's our business with Joker? We have no business with a Joker.
But you people said you want to take him to Port Court for a federal court. Huh?
No, the palace has no hand in all that. That is what you must know. Just a few real Benin people who felt the boy was stupid or near. The palace has no hand in it.
What about the 13,000 euro? My 30,000 euro case, Uncle. The police also have no hand in it. 8 million. Can I send you?
The palace has no hand. Listen to me. The palace has no hand in the case you have in Germany.
Okay.
The palace has no hand in it. I know a few of our Benin chiefs and all that who took up the case because they are loyal citizens of Benin Kingdom. And you are always 13,000 euro. It is
but the signature was signed by the Oba of Benin, and the signature, can I send you the signature? Two signature. And the barrister Michael Osakome is senior advocate of Nigeria. He wrote an affidavit and said that the Oba of Benin said this, Oba of Benin empowered him to give the power of Anthony to those two lawyers. 13,000 euro.
You think the Oba has time for you?
Okay, if the Oba don't have time for me now, that is, I can also come to Benin and do my father burial and go now, since he don't have time for me now.
The Oba does not have time for you. We manipulate to all your time. So if you are good and bold enough, come to Benin.
Okay, what if I come to Urumiko, what will happen to me?
Anywhere you want to come to Edo State, come to Nigeria. Just let us know that you are in Abuja. Don't worry. Don't call him, man.
Ogiso atok me. Who we say yo?
You know.
Ogiso atok me. Mag be say yo.
You don't even know Ogiso stop. You don't know anything.
Why are you gonna answering? Why is it that in Ishan land they don't answer Oba Etin, Oba Yagbo village, Oba Dua, Oba Isiagbon? All those names they are answering. How come they don't answer those names in Ishan land? How come they don't answer those names in Yoruba land? Oba Nyagbon, Oba Wagmoze, Oba this. Why they not answering those names in Yoruba land? This so why they not answering this? Any Roma Kwenya. How come they not answering those names? Eh? How
Because
come?
you don't even know the history.
That is what I'm asking us, sir. How come?
You don't even know you don't know. If you want to know, humble yourself to learn. Humble yourself to learn. Not this gra thing you are doing. You don't know the history. You don't know the history.
Okay.
You people have you have cornered this boy to you want to kill him, Bosabo here, the Ogiame of Benin. And you and your other idiot people trying to put the hell. Anyway,
See, let me tell you, don't forget this thing I want to tell you today. I want to tell you, now that you don't have work now, I know Benin, things are very scarce, things are hard. Why can't you just loyal to me and let me help you? I have followers. Now I'm waiting. Let us place you on salary basis and show your loyalty. Who will be so at all, man? Make now move on your man. Tell you who will be so at all.
When only Libya and Europe.
When
if not for the white woman that is helping you there, who are you?
But when man for you people to have forcefully bring my father to that palace, don't you know that is a breach of human rights?
Nobody forced your father. Nobody forced your father.
Why must you forcing him to be swearing for me? That is not a crime. Eh?
Listen to me, man. Listen to me.
Okay.
Listen well.
Yes.
If you are on your live presentation, you better just listen now.
Okay.
And all the fools that are, they say they are loyal to you, let them all hear me.
Okay.
I am almost like you, Benin of Benin.
Okay.
And let me tell you, your father, nobody even knew that you had a father. The palace was not aware that you even had a father, that you are even truly a Benin person.
Okay.
When a few persons, there were about 8 of them, they walked into the palace. The old man introduced himself as your father.
Okay.
And I went on total. You know, some overzealous boys were going to start hitting him. I was one of those and said, no. We must tell His Majesty where Omaveniana, and we now brought something to the knowledge of His Majesty where Omaveniana, his father were Aniki. And so, you know, it even surprised me that the Oba Maewe Omabu Werakmo at all. Because he's not on social media. He doesn't know you. All the nonsense, Wawatalo, he doesn't hear. Okay. So it was straight. We now, okay, what he go and ask him. The man said, well, a Babe bring it to his own notice. That's this your father. So that other bring it to his own notice what his son has been. Then the man now said, for so many years, you never came back. You never even came for a visit or anything. They would have gone, they would roll. Now, lao, no more about lao. Now, he told him, when he ran, ni efeko, gagasedehi, ni ewu. Now, lao, it was just, the man proved himself to be, well, humble and good man. And I was like, okay, now if you have any means of reaching your son, tell him the nonsense in Ouni, he should stop it. And that he should go and learn the history. He should try and learn the history. Nobody forced.
Okay, those swear he was swearing for me. Who was saying it all these things on his smart to do all these things? Don't you know that it's against the law? On the video.
Nobody said anything to him.
A series of Benin, when he was telling my father, he was inciting all those words on his man. Don't you know
No.
You want me to send you the video?
No. That is a bloody lie.
What is on the video? It's on the video. Can you check it on YouTube? Right, Murphy Face Father in Oba Palace. See what they were telling him to swear for me.
Nobody forced your father to swear for you. The man came on his own volition to the palace.
How many times
The
my
palace-
how many times my father came to palace? How many times he came to that palace? How many times?
To my knowledge, once.
My father said he came to palace 5 times. Maybe you saw it once. And my father, before my father died, my father confessed in his sick bed that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 you na remi yonu na mi ya tiebo. Nyegi tiebo ni fone na mi emi ina mi. So all these things, these are the case we are battling. So you say the Yoruba is not aware, and actually my father was able to make those confessions before he died. And my father is a man of truth, he doesn't lie. And in the video that was placed on YouTube, we saw where Isiri and the deputy Oba was forcing my father to swear for me against his wish. Don't you know that is against the law? It's on YouTube. I have it. I have downloaded it. Don't you know that is against the Nigerian law?
Nobody indulged your father, whether by force or by anything, to say what he said.
What about Prince Okoro? Do people force Okoro to drink that water, or he drink it by himself? What about the one of Prince Okoro? Prince Okoro
actually not a Benin.
Prince Okoro drink that water. Now, was it forced, or he did it at his own wish to drink that water?
Do you know why Prince Okoro was made to swear, to take oath?
No.
Do you know?
No.
Oh, why? You just see the picture that does not tell a story. Why paint here? Prince Okoro had on his vehicle this crest of the Oba of Benin.
Adabebe, yes.
Not just Adabebe, cast with Eon.
Okay.
Then he also made on the same vehicle where he is a Nogie. Where is that he is a Nogie? Is there someone who of Benin? It's not a Nogie.
But when they were using Okoro in a Gwe Mountain, when they were using Okoro to swear, they were asking Okoro if he knows me and which relationship do I have with him. They say he should put the hand on the swear. They were asking him, do man why mofi face baje?
These people should learn to ask questions and ask the real people so that you will know the truth. Okoro was not taken to a Guamaton. Okoro was not taken to a Guamaton. Is not a place
Awazolwa.
It's a place where
2 places
where the Oba sits in council, the Oba sits in judgment for his people.
Awazolwa.
Oh God, Ugazolwane there, yes. It is not a bow that is meant to kill somebody. You say you are not this. Ask the Murphy. You say you are not this. You didn't do this. Okay, you are all your sins are forgiven. But if you do it again, that is all.
But in the one of Eddie Murphy, you saw when Eddie Murphy you saw the pressure put on him that they naked him, and you see what happened during that process. Eddie Murphy said it that if he refused to swear, they could have used him. He could have not been alive today. And Prince Okoro, do you want me to